Mic's on. And everyone wave. Hello, we are live. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the world of fashion, Ashenfell, Season 3, Episode 4. I am wearing sunglasses because I went to the eye doctor today, and I am blind I'm not blind, thank you. I know that was Emma that did that. Oh, that is something. Can I volunteer somebody who's not me, who can read letters right now to keep track of the rewards? I just remembered that.
Yes.
So I'm Operation. I can see. I just have incredibly blurry vision from dilated eyes, and I shouldn't be staring at the screen. But I'm here. I can roleplay without looking at anything, right, guys? My dice are somewhere.
Yeah. You'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. I'm here. It's a thing. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and go around the table, and everyone will introduce themselves and their characters, and our dungeon master will come up with a wonderful, awkward question for us all to answer. So Jen, go ahead and start us off, fam.
Hi, I'm Jen, and I will be the DM for today. If you could be any type of tree, what would it be?
Tree.
Okay, that's well, besides thinking about that, my name is Martin. I am playing Or, an Aarakocra Skylancer. And if I were to be a tree, I'd be a maple tree because not too special, but I'm sweet on the inside from maple syrup.
Aww.
If Or were to be a tree, I don't know what kind of tree has the the spinny leaves that fall and spin helicopter. What are they called? Yeah, whatever.
The tree that does those. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a different tree in North America, but one of the trees that has leaves
the
that would
helicopters.
spin.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of those, whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Emma, formerly on the internet. I'm playing Jorah today, our Eladrin Bardlock. If he was a tree, he'd probably be a cherry blossom because he's a big old spring boo-boo. So a tree that is peak spring would be good. Although he's in love with an ash tree. Lol. Yeah, me as Emma, I'd probably be a rowan tree. Their berries have the 5-pointed bit on the end that's meant to represent peak magic, so my big old witchy self would be a rowan tree.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, my name is Smokey Digsby. I am the Gaming Malamut. I will be playing Zev Burnhammer today, and if Zev had to be a tree, he'd be a rainbow eucalyptus. Which, in case you don't know, is a eucalyptus tree that grows primarily outside of the Hawaiian area, or it grows somewhere in between Hawaii and Australia.
Okay.
It's a tropical tree. It kind of coincides with his seafaring background. Me personally, if I were a tree, I'd probably be a not chopped down tree.
Sycamore.
No, because I grew up in New Jersey and we chop down trees up there a lot. If I had to pick, I'd probably be a birch.
Nice.
Hey everyone, my name is Rosie Rad. No, my name is Val. This is my channel. I had a cap on, guys. My husband was making so much fun of me, and I was just rolling into it. This is my channel today. With my fuzzy vision, sensitive self, bring you Daphne Gravoy, our half Eladrin witch doctor, which is if you're in my Discord, the witch doctor and the Skylancer are homebrew classes done by the community, specifically by our boy Jammy. If I was a tree, I would be a pecan tree. That is pecan tree. That's how you say it. A pecan is something you put underneath your bed at night. Okay, for emergencies. So pecan.
Wait, what?
Exactly. Okay, and Daphne would be a cypress tree.
Nice.
So, hey everyone, we are a viewer affected game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies that you give to the channel, you can give luck points to either a specific person, or you can just put it in our luck point pool to use. If you subscribe to the channel, you can gift us greater healing potions. And if you give money, straight up money, like cash through coffee or Streamlabs, $3 or more, you can give us nat 1s and nat 20s. Anyone you see here, including the Dungeon Master. But yeah, that's what happens here. Oh, and as a reminder, I am matching all of my sub points for October to go to Extra Life, because we're raising money for Extra Life. So if you're sitting on a Twitch Prime this month and you don't know where to throw it, but you want to help donate to my local Children's Miracle Network, which is the Children's Hospital of British Columbia, you can do that. So if $1, essentially $1 for a resale point, I donate to the hospital. So yeah, that's me. That's what's going on. I'm gonna sit here with my eyes closed as I play Dungeons and Dragons, but you can't tell. Jen, go ahead and take us away.
I'm unmuted. Okay. I'm muted based off because my water bottle is very crinkly. So last time you succeeded in bridging the gaps between factions that were seemingly divided, a political strife that was knitted together through the oncoming threat that is Fenril, the ever-living god, the god of the first and the god of the creation of the divine. And through this, you've discovered that some of your new allies may have alternative motives. Some may have positive influence, negative influence, but as a whole, you've collectively brought information towards this group who may or may not do good with it. After leaving this, you've departed the grand estate of Beltane's home and made your way towards Daphne's home, which now has 48 chickens. For whatever reason, the explanation behind it was never sussed out. You
We
just
know where
have
one of
48
them's at.
chickens. And as Daphne, you went and talked to your father, discovered a few things, had a good chat about it, and
Can we
your
remind
father-
everyone that I talked to my father by casting Speak with the Dead and summoned his
Yes.
ghost? Because it's not just like, oh yeah, I went and hung out with my dad. It's like, my dad's dead, you guys.
Yeah.
as you spoke with your father, he revealed some things but could not relay others, as Speak with Dead is only a yes and no sort of thing.
You
And
asked your dad
he can only relay what he knows and knew in life. So he didn't have all the answers, but the chat between you two was comforting and affirming, as you just needed to reconnect.
Yeah.
And as you went back inside, food was being served, bellies being filled. Jim has found himself some kind of mouse and has kept it on as a pet now. But night has found you all, and you are currently all getting a long rest.
Okay.
As this long rest encroaches in, or dreams come to you in an uneasy wave of emotion. Leaving your homeland, being shipped away to parts of the world you've never discovered. You have this feeling of being untethered, tossed about, lost. You need something to grip on, something to connect to. And as you dream, very distantly, you hear the roll of thunder. You look around in this vast space of gray turmoil, and you see clouds gathering around you. It's comforting, because you've commanded storms and weather and elements that only druids have been known to pull to their command. As this thunder rolls around you, lightning filling the sky, your lance becomes charged, and you see great elements of sparkling light. Thunder crashes once more, and you see figures all around you. With wings, without, some with vestments of clerics and monks, and then you see a great figure before you. His skin is that of a deep storm. His eyes, the voidless black you saw when you were forced from your home, before they flash with lightning. You hear a deep rumbling voice saying, "Go forward. I choose to have you at my side. My element is yours." The thunder cracks once more as you see others, people lined around you. They're comforting. You feel a cold wind and the splash of rain across your face, before you hear another thunder crack. And you are left in a void, in the storm and turmoil, but you are calm. The storm is yours to command. As you wake up, pulled from a dream, upon your spear, as you look to it, you see the symbol, 3 bolts of lightning clenched in a fist, embedded upon it.
Before?
It wasn't there before.
What would it be? We're gonna roll over. If it's not early enough, you'll probably try to get back to an uneasy sleep.
You roll back into an uneasy sleep. You're not sure the time, it's still dark out. But you fall back to sleep. The feeling of untethered unease lifts, and you're comforted. The night passes without issue. The rest of you wake up early in the morning, the sounds of chickens clucking away.
Crowing. Everyone gets woken up as the rooster does, my friends.
I'd like to think that Jorah's gone out to just chill with the chickens for a while, because he was doing his trance, so he gets up early. And normally he uses that extra 4 hours to just chill, to just relax and not do anything. He may as well be sleeping, but yeah, he's gonna be out hanging with the chickens.
Yeah, Daphne was definitely up early enough to milk her goat, so that there's milk to cook with.
Since Zeb doesn't really have to sleep, I guess I would have spent the 4 hours that I would have needed for a long rest to. Zeb would have noticed that Daphne's house is like a friggin' mess.
It's not a mess. What are you talking about? It is very well kept. They're like it's also her place of business. It's a store.
He would have started sweeping and dusting and stuff as best as he
Why are you... Okay, thanks. I am insulted. like she... Because, first of all, if it was a mess, she would blame Beltane, because he was supposed to employ someone to watch over her place.
That's true.
And he did.
Exactly.
He kept your house very nice.
Made sure my animals were fed. He was welcome to the goat's milk kind of thing. So, yeah.
Mhm.
I have milked my goat. I've got... she's probably using it even to, like, make her own, like, bread in the morning, right? Like, obviously she's been away long enough to where she can't, like, make cheeses or anything like that. But she's definitely taking the time early enough to get things together to make, like, loaves of bread for everyone to kind of, like, start, like, a ration. So she's even slaughtered a chicken, and she has eggs that are boiled. Like, she's
gonna watch as you're going about. She's like,
She
morning.
says slaughter a chicken so casually.
And as you do this, Daphne, make me a perception check as you are
Yeah.
milking and pulling things off.
So, again, I can't really see anything on the screen, so I'll roll my dice, and if you just want to look and see what my plus is for perception, I think it's pretty high. Because I can read the dice because it's not on the screen if I put it close enough. So I rolled a 9, so...
9 plus 6, so 15.
Yeah.
You do notice, Daphne, that the buckets that are made of hazel have been removed from your house. Hazel is a natural IRL, is a natural antiseptic and a non-spoilant towards milk. So it helps preserve milk in buckets in the days where you didn't have refrigeration.
Yeah. I
So
figured that
all your hazel is gone.
all my
all
hazel
your
is
hazel
gone
buckets
for
are
the
gone.
milk. For the
Yeah.
milk, okay. I will kind of make a note of that to replenish hazel.
You're right there, Daphne.
No, it's fine. I just... Being away from home is rough because I'm just so used to pruning and getting stuff together. Like, this... Like, what time of the year is it, by the way?
It's pushing from spring into early summer.
Yeah, like, this is when she'd be, like planting her garden, right? And getting, like, her herbs ready and things like that. Like, that's just kind of... She can't really employ anyone to do that, so she's gonna have to go, like, buy stuff. She's like, yeah, I'm just... So as you ask if I'm okay, I'm just be like...
Yeah.
I'm out of hazel.
I'll just pass along with a broom and just... Jesus Christ, this house is filthy.
What are you
Oh.
talking about? Excuse you?
How do you live with all this dust?
I mean, she's been away for months. A long time.
This is the first time I have been home in like 3 months.
Yeah.
It's
fine.
everything is well kept. That is just the normal collection of dust. And
Yeah.
you know, my yard is well kept for. My animals are well kept for, and like the outside of my house, my gutters are at least clean. So, like, please don't
Are her
criticize.
gutters?
Yeah, please don't
Are
criticize
her gutters
my
really
home.
clean again?
Yeah,
You're
Belty's
muted.
been keeping the house nice.
Everything's been really neat and tidy. Beltane keeps his promises.
Mm. Well, you know, it's an honor to finally see this house. I mean, I've heard about it so often.
Yeah, it was my dad's house.
Yeah.
And
It's nice. I like it.
we've kind of kept it up. The only thing that I did obviously is like his bedroom. I like took his stuff. I put it into the cellar for storage. Ooh, there's
Yeah.
wine down there. And I, moved my stuff in, and you guys slept in my old bedroom. So it was just like me and him for a while. I'm not used to having guests, but.
Well, you know, I
but-
feel very honored then.
Right.
Can I ask a question?
No. Of course you can ask a question.
Explain the 48 chickens in the yard.
I raise chickens.
You know you can go to a market and get eggs, right?
Why would I do that when I can raise my own chickens? Because I just don't need the eggs. Like, I need the feathers, I need the chicken. Like,
Mm.
do you see? And like, I kind of like point and by the time since we've been here, like obviously like maybe some babies have probably been born, so there's some chicks. So I have slaughtered my eldest hens and roosters, and you know I got their feet, and they're starting to get pickled and dried and things like that for
Hey, I don't
witch
know.
stuff.
I don't know IRL how chicken reproduction works, but is it really that quick?
Yeah, chickens have a quick turnover rate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's why they're such a vital animal.
It only takes maybe 6 weeks for eggs to hatch if the hen sits on them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Hi, IRL. I used to raise chickens for 4-H. So I have my personal knowledge here when it comes to this stuff. Future farmers of America right here. But
And as you check on the baby chicks, you notice some of the newer chicks are blue for whatever reason.
there's blue chickens.
Ooh, can I see the blue chicks?
No, these are mine.
Are there yeah, I'm just looking around the yard. Are there any other animals outside of the goat and the chickens?
From the natural wildlife that surrounds the farm, I don't think so. Did you have a cow, Val?
I have a goat instead of a cow.
Cow,
I
cow,
do have a
goat.
mule, I think, but because the mules are there to keep away anything that wants to kill my animals.
Yes. Mules are great guard animals, so that's
Yeah.
why you have it.
Mm-hmm.
No, no canine of any sort or anything like that.
No, I don't have a dog. I have
Not even
snake.
any squirrels.
Well, I don't keep squirrels, but there's probably wildlife. I'm actually gonna pull out a jar and you see like those little squirrel skulls, and be like, "Here's the squirrels that are on my yard. Do you want them?"
It's like the royal menagerie here. What?
I mean, and actually, I'm just like, I could probably use some of these. I'm gonna start going through my jars.
Wait, is she about to cook with those?
No, this is just components. It's not
Yeah,
Oh.
she makes stuff. She runs a good business.
Yeah.
I for one, I feel honored to be in your home,
Thank you.
and I think it's nice. It's very different to how I was raised, and
I am a witch.
I mean, thank you
Yeah.
for welcoming me into your home and all. It's just so dusty. Jesus, how do you live with this?
I don't. I haven't been here for 3 months. That's the whole point.
Why are you saying it's dusty? It's really not that bad. You see
It is-
Or coming down
do you
from the
just
steps.
do you just have Hi Or, good morning. And I'm gonna
Good morning.
I'm
Morning.
gonna hand you some cornbread and a little bit of like chicken
thank
that
you.
I've made. So you have are you okay with chicken eggs? I know you're fine with eating chickens themselves.
No, it was just that one time. I wasn't quite awake.
Mhm.
When you're not quite awake, food can hit you the wrong way.
Gotcha.
Oh, are those squirrel skulls?
Those are squirrel skulls.
Tasty.
Oh,
Are those served with?
these aren't for eating, but the brains are still in if you want them. As I I open the jar and I put one on his plate.
I love you guys.
I mean, if you're serving, I'll eat. But,
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to eat it, it's fine. They're not poisonous. I usually use them for some sort of component, but
I actually
they're
have to
completely
spell
edible.
detect poison. Can I cast it?
If you want.
Yeah.
I cast detect poison.
Nothing I'm serving you is poisonous.
I'm sure there's some poisons.
There
in
are
the
some
back.
poisons here, but are you doing this silently? Are you doing this where I can see?
No, I'm trying to find it. It's amongst a bunch of crap. There it is.
So to do this, I hear you casting detect poison because it's vocal, and I'm gonna look at you.
Oh, it
and
is a vocal spell. Frick.
and I'm just gonna be like, why would you think I would poison you?
No, I'm looking for poison within this house.
Or how about you respect my privacy?
Come on, bodyguard man. You didn't
just-
tell anyone about your hazel buckets, did you?
I think I told you, Jorah. I said I was out of hazel.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? Oh, you're going for hazel.
Mm-hmm.
DM, is it a stretch given my Eladrin Feyways and I'm dating Belfian, I'd understand why there's no Hazel here.
You, I would say because you don't have to roll for this. Your history is enough. I would say
Yeah.
you don't need to roll for this. But you know that generally Fae have a weird aversion to Hazel. You're not entirely sure why, but you know that Beltane just fucking hates the tree and hates the wood, and he forbids anybody to have it around him. And
is it something that translates down the Fae tree of beings that Eladrin would also have a bit of a problem with Hazel, or are we too far?
no, you're too far removed from it. It's just specifically Elder Fae beings, specifically Archfaes, because they are the purest essence of magic.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna chuckle. Yeah, he probably got rid of your Hazel. Sorry about that.
Well, as long as he milks the goat and kept the milk for himself, it's fine.
Where are you gonna keep? Where are you gonna keep the milk in if you don't have the Hazel buckets? Is the question.
He probably took it with him. Like whoever milks
no,
the goat.
what are you gonna use?
What am I gonna use? Well, I'm not staying here for very long. Like we're not staying here for long, so I'm not worried about we milked the goat for breakfast.
We can get you some more.
Yeah, I can go find some hazel probably in the woods.
Yeah.
That's not an issue. But, when we do get... I mean, I could start the process of making a cheese, but... Oh, you know what? If I start the process of making a cheese and I put it in the cellar, in a couple months, we will have cheese.
Yeah. We can come back and visit and have, cheese. Oh, can I help? I've never made cheese before.
Let's do this.
Oh my god, this is amazing. What a life experience.
Oh my god, the gays are like, let's make cheese!
Yeah!
Okay, yeah, if you have cooking utensils, you can roll that as your proficiency skill. As a person who is from the wine and cheese industry, because that's where I worked, and that's what I know for a good chunk of my life, different types of cheese come from different types of animals, and you have a goat, so you will be making a goat cheese, which is a nice, beautifully soft cheese with mellow flavors.
I fucking love goat's cheese.
What for my cooking utensils, what skill?
I would say this would have to be an intelligence thing, because cheese requires some finesse.
Yeah, it looks like
it's
a
science.
It's a +5. Since Jorah is helping me, do I get advantage?
You may have advantage with this roll.
Jorah's very excited about helping. He's like, what do I do with this?
Nice. It's a dirty 20. Because I rolled a 15,
So, for the next hour, you are making your cheese, you are running milk through cheesecloths, making sure it curdles and all that stuff, and eventually you set it into a mold. You can either set it into, what did they use? I forget the wood they used to mold cheese. But you can set it into something like that and make it either a round, just let it round itself, a square cheese, whatever you want, mold it. It's up to you. But you can add flavors to it with that 20, so you can have
probably some rosemary in it.
Rosemary. You can add a bit of ash or mushrooms to make it a really complex flavor.
Ooh, I don't... Do I have truffles?
You can go find some.
You know what? We have two very good boys here. I would like to send Orr and Zev go, because we're in a truffle area. If you don't find them, it's fine, guys. But can you go see if we can? I know you're not pigs.
I kind of want to interject for a second. IRL and possibly in character, I don't know what the fuck truffles are.
It's a mushroom.
It's a fungus.
It's a fungus. Yeah.
It's under the ground.
Delicious fungus.
It's a very delicious fungus under the ground.
Me as a player, horribly allergic to anything in the fungi family, but
They're really good.
But
they have a very nice spicy earth tone to them, and they're so good.
I'm gonna send our good boy, our boys to go and
I'm
I
gonna
was
look at
just-
Daphne with a knowing, like, we've done hard work making this cheese. Let's drink some mimosas while they do that.
Yes. Yes.
Oh
yes.
Lord. While they're in the process of making the cheese, can I give Or like a once over? Does he look different?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Roll perception check.
Or I made cheese.
Perception?
Mhm.
Oh, that's an 8.
Just aside from a bit tired, he doesn't look very different.
He's looking
But
hecka
it's
cute,
probably
though.
due to travel and stress, but that's normal for an adventuring party. Like a PhD student
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
imposter syndrome.
Yeah. Or I've never made cheese before. I don't think I've ever like made something before with my hands. Look at me go. Even the ice cream, I have people do it for me.
You've never made something?
The
No,
life
I'm
of a
only
bard, Or
101. I'm but a baby in elf terms.
that's the life of a bard, Or they get people to do their dirty work for them.
Oh no, I do plenty dirty work. I just don't make things with my hands. Anyway, yeah, no, it's the first time I've made cheese. I'm quite proud. And
You know,
when we come back and visit, we'll, you know, try some.
Glad you had a good experience.
Yeah. You
You
doing
know-
good, friendo? I pat your shoulder.
Or
Yeah, or.
I'm good. I'm just a little groggy today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't quite know why. Yeah, strangest dream. There was this laser beam that was chasing me around, and then I
Wow.
fell. But then there was something about lightning.
Did the laser beam become lightning?
No, I don't think so. I
Mm.
feel like part of it was
What is a laser beam? What
I
is
don't
this
know.
laser of which you speak?
I'm just assuming it's an Arakocra thing. Well, I'm sorry you had a rough dream.
I don't think it was rough.
Oh.
At least not all rough. It was just kept me up.
Do you think it meant anything?
I don't know. How would I tell?
You know, you might just reach a point in the next few days and you'll be like, that's what my dream is about.
Or it just means that you're gonna get struck by lightning soon. You never know.
Well, he flies into lightning. He's, you know.
Somehow, I don't think that's a thing. I mean, I've heard of birds getting struck down before, but I've never felt uncomfortable around lightning. Have you?
I'm gonna lean my head down and show or my left horn. There's a black mark on the tip of it.
Is that from lightning?
Yes. when you sail the seas as long as I do, you come across some very unsavory weather.
And you were struck directly by lightning?
And lived.
Wow. Jory, you should write a song about that.
I took
Being struck by lightning?
about 16d6 16d6 lightning damage, but at the same time I lived.
Well, you know, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. What story
Things
you
that
just
fail
you-
to
you-
kill me help me level up.
Hi Val.
Sorry, I came into that, so just
yeah.
felt like I'd chime in.
You're contributing.
Yeah.
You do that thing where you fly into the storms, don't you?
Yeah,
Did that when
sometimes.
we were out on the road.
Yeah,
Kind
sometimes.
of cool. I don't think I would want to do that.
Personally, I think that getting struck by lightning would be cool. And probably beneficial. You never know.
So, as you're having this discussion, are the two of you going out to look
Yeah.
for truffles?
Oh, wait,
Yes.
she was serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. Daphne's
Oh,
always
Lord.
serious.
You said you would
Yeah.
do anything for me. I need truffles.
God.
As many as
Damn it.
possible, because whatever just doesn't goes in this cheese is coming with us.
Okay. I guess we're going to look for truffles.
Thank you.
Delegation, I like it. I fist bump Daphne.
I am a boss.
Yeah.
I'm a business owner. I know how to do this.
Come on, or
So the two of you head out into the woods. I will need a respective nature and survival check.
from
Survival.
both of us.
Mhm.
Is it both or just one or the other?
15 on survival, and surprisingly, 10 on nature.
Both.
Job.
23 on survival. Ooh, a natural 20 on nature.
Nice.
All right. So, as you're wandering in the woods, you're marking the path so you don't get lost, so you know your way back and such. And these woods are familiar in the sense they are part of the larger New Wine forest that seems to pull itself from Dragonwall and across the continent of New Wine, or the country of New Wine. You venture into woods and you both get to this clearing and you see this brook, and it kind of slowly dawns on you, Severin, that it's too early for truffles.
In the season.
I know
you mean?
nothing. I know nothing about truffles, but I already know that it's way too early for this. Like way too early in the season, or just way too early in the day.
Just too early in the season.
Okay.
Truffles, you remember that they're generally harvested in the fall. They need time to germinate and grow, and even early summer truffles are a bit too small for what you want and a bit unsavory at the moment. So they wouldn't be good for cheese.
I think she'll have her. I think she'll have our heads if we don't bring something back, or.
I concur. What do you say about some? I'm gonna look around me. Are there pine cones?
You look around, make me a perception check.
Okay.
Can I look around for something that might be considered a suitable substitute?
Mm-hmm.
Would I still need to roll? Would I work? Would I be able to work off that 23,
Please
21
find
for that?
psychedelics. Please find psychedelics. Please find
I know, because
psychedelics.
this would be a new roll. You're looking for something else.
So I would need to make the same rolls again.
You need to make a perception roll.
Perception. Okay. 17.
Again, or it's too early in the season for pine cones. It's summer. Pine cones are a fall thing.
Mhm.
Alternatively, you do see what looks to be some mushrooms. They are a whitish mushrooms with kind of a speckled red across them. It's not a solid red, it's just speckles.
Can I get Mimsy to bite into it, make sure that it's safe?
Yep, Mimsy can bite into it, but Mimsy's not necessarily gonna react to it. As Mimsy's not a living thing in technicality.
Here's what's up.
Technicality.
He's
Out of
fade
char-
us.
Yeah, out of
Yeah.
characterly, I think you might know Daphne long enough to where it's like whether it's safe or not, she probably wants it.
But in character, Zev is tasked with protecting Daphne. So if it's not safe for her, and it's not safe for the rest of us, I don't think
Bitch,
that
she
he
shoved drow poison down some sorceress's gullet last time.
He doesn't know that.
She loves poisons. Having poisons on her are very safe for her. But I'm not there, so I'm sorry.
Oh God, will I need to roll to see what type of mushroom this is?
You would need to roll a nature check.
Oh Lord. Oh, that's 14.
You've never seen this mushroom before in your life.
Goodness gracious. I'll just pick it up and just... Or I got something.
You got something?
I
Can
think
I,
I got
identify
something.
the mushroom?
You can roll a nature check.
Okay. I got a 10.
You've never
Do-
seen this mushroom before in your life.
I think I know what this is. I think I've seen this before.
Have you?
Yes, in a book that I'd read.
Oh, really? Can I insight check that?
Bitch, don't read.
13. 13.
You can probably tell that Or is
He's bullshitting.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to
even trying
just
to
make.
comfort
He's
him.
trying to look smart to impress you.
Oh, bless your heart, or
You know, these twigs right here, they're very wooden, and I think they'll add a nice earthy aroma to whatever we're making. What do you think?
or I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea. It's gonna seem a
Pine
little
needles! That's genius! Zev! You deserve all the credit.
here, or simmer down.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Or is starting
I
to
have a
scoop
bit.
up
I
pine
have a bit
needles.
of an idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna seem a little messed up, but hear me out.
Yeah?
I think no matter what we bring back, Daphne's just going to try to use it in whatever she concocts.
Exactly as Or starts eating pine needles. You should try some. They're very brown this time of year.
I
They're
have
bright green.
I have a spell called Chill Touch.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it'd be possible to imbue this mushroom with something a little dark.
Necrotic?
I don't know, but I mean, these would be great for cleaning your teeth. They're a little sappy though.
Is that something I can do, Dion?
Possibly. You can roll a nature check and see.
Nature?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was hoping you were gonna say Arcana, but okay. Oh, that's a nat one.
Might be
never
okay. Mhm.
Never mind. I'm not gonna try anything like that. All right. So, are there any more of these mushrooms like in the surrounding area?
Make a perception check.
18.
18. There are. There's, it looks like they grow along the sides of trees and fallen logs, so they seem to be more of a wood-based mushroom.
Oh Lord, I'm hoping that I'm not like picking some treant's children or something. Or come over here and help me pick these.
No, okay, I'll be right over. Just getting the last of the pine needles.
So you can roll a d10, and that's how many mushrooms you are able to gather successfully.
You want to roll it, or?
Sure. I can type in numbers and things. 5.
Right, you have 5 of these mushrooms.
And you said they're like red and white, and the white is the spots, right?
They are white mushrooms with red speckles.
Okay. All right. I guess we should head back.
Yes, they're gonna say we did.
Oh,
so
don't forget
good.
your pine needles.
Of course not.
You want to ride my back, buddy?
Sure thing. I can pretend that I'm flying.
Yo.
We're gonna jump on his back and spread his arms instead of his wings.
Hop on. No, I guess I'll walk us back to the house.
Okay.
I think Daphne and Jor are a little tipsy at this point.
Yeah. The mimosas have like a splash of passion fruit today.
It's
Passion fruit in
quite.
there.
It's definitely very, very good for this time of the year. Which I wish we were a little bit further north. I could get me some cherries, make some preservatives, but it's just not.
Well,
man,
we're going north, you know. We're
that is true.
All the way to Oliberry.
I would like to put in an order of gelatin, but I don't know how long we're gonna be gone again. Clearly long enough for cheese. I'm definitely gonna go get some of my liquor as well. Not saying that, like, your liquor is not great, but,
Yeah.
you know, kind of having something that's been vintaging a little bit and, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
going
I
down
get-
there.
I like the variety of also drinking other things aside from the jug.
That's true. That is true. But sometimes it's just like, oh, maybe you're not awake and just want, like, some bourbon in me. Well, I mean, like,
Fair.
you're more awake than I am. I wonder how they're doing with... You know what? I just realized I sent them out for truffles and it's spring.
Oh, I thought that was intentional.
Maybe it was. But, you know, we'll see what kind of goodies they find out. I want to see just how dedicated his bodyguard job is to me and actually helping. What was that with him just sweeping?
I don't know, man. I don't know what I would do if I was in your position. I like a little bit of distance. That's why me and Beltane work.
Right.
You know?
Right. It's just,
Yep.
it's something to get used to, and I think the thing is, maybe I need to be a little bit more honest with him about what I do, because it's, you know, the reason I don't do it is because I'm burned for it. Sometimes,
Yeah, there's a reason.
yeah, there's a reason, but maybe I should just be like, hey, like, this is just how things are, and this is how my magic works.
If he's
and
gonna be
just-
with us a while, then
Yeah, not just my magic, but this is just how
your practice.
this is just my practice.
Yeah.
So, you know what I should do? I should put in, like, a little mail-in order box or something in case customers come in. Usually we get them around the fall, but,
I'll wait for like a message to magically send to you though. That would be useful.
ooh, I wonder if I can talk to Uncle about that. Just like, hey, what's this? You know what I'm gonna have to eventually do is I'm gonna have to eventually get me an apprentice, so that while I'm out gallivanting with you,
Yeah.
my apprentice.
Yeah, does all the work. I mean, when I hired my guy, Howard, I think his name is, you know, it was a sensible business option.
Yeah.
I do have a spell now where, provided they're on the same plane as us, I can send parcels to people.
Ah,
That is ever useful to you and your business.
I think maybe once we're done with this end of the world bullshit, it's something to
Yeah.
think about. But
Yeah, I can do it the whole once a day, but
but we do have the end of the world, so right now it's just more of making sure I have the things that I kind of need. I mean, I probably could actually. I mean, how much? You think you could stay another night? I could at least get my strawberries started. I have strawberries.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
You mean I could learn how to make jam as well?
Yeah. Well, I can plant the strawberries and just add it to
Oh.
the list of like chores Beltane should do.
I think you might like that one though.
Yeah, and I keep them potted, so because you know you don't want the coons to get to them. So they usually stay inside, just in the sunlight.
Okay.
So I could probably.
Well,
Mhm.
maybe see about him hiring you an assistant, because he did say, you know, when we were talking about Orr and his staff, and then
Yeah.
you have your bodyguard, he was like, you know, if you want staff, you just need to ask to me. Maybe that's what I should do. Ask for like an assistant, and then my assistant can also do your stuff.
We're gonna be.
How
could
long does it
share
take
an
for me to come back to the house?
We're gonna be.
This is just a brief discussion.
Yeah, we are gonna be so loaded when we stop adventuring. We're just
Yeah.
set up, like just going.
We invest in the assistant now so that they're good and
Yeah,
loyal
it's
when it's a
true.
difficult job.
Like, well, we're just spitballing. Oh, look, bread. I've made a loaf of bread for every person here. So,
I do like bread.
well, we need bread. It's a ration.
Well, if I may offer some advice.
Oh, jeez! Greaves!
Hey, Greaves!
Greaves just
I
kind
forgot
of moves
that-
out of the
He
shadows.
just comes out of... Is he
He's
what
good
they
at his
call one of
job.
them ninjas? Is that what they're called?
You know, he might be, but I think it's more that he's very good at his job. People in his position need to be unseen until such a time as you need them.
Well, I mean, Greaves, if you want to stay here and tend to everything, but I think you want to continue on with with Or, like, how do you keep up, by the way? We have horses. Like,
You'll see Greaves hobble over to you with his cane, which he drops to the ground, stretches his wings, and takes a short lap in the air around.
Yeah. Good
He
oh, he actually does fly. I thought he was too old for it. Okay.
Well, I can't imagine he can go distance.
don't tell the young knight, but I'm a lot more capable than I seem.
Oh.
You notice his back is perfectly straight. He
Yeah.
bends over to pick up his cane, and when he comes back up, he's a little hobbling old man again.
Willy Wonka at the start of the movie. I'm just an old whoop whoop. I'm gonna backflip him. Yeah. Wow, Greaves. Hey, mum's the word. I am very good at keeping secrets.
He's gonna wink at you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's precious.
Do you know anyone who's looking for a job?
You
As you're having this discussion, Greaves is comfortably telling you about his grand old days and wonderful events he partook in as a young hatchling, flighted bird and stuff like that. He has some of the best stories, I would say.
Excuse me.
I love it.
He's one of those elders you just want to listen to.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
one
like,
of those people.
and I'm a story collector, so I am laughing it
Mhm.
up. I'm like, Greaves, I'm gonna write stories about you.
Greaves starts blushing.
Yeah.
As you're having this discussion, your friends return, and they have what looks to be a gathering of things.
So,
You know it's too early for truffles, right?
Success! We found things.
yeah,
I'm so proud of you, Or.
Very proud. So what did you bring me?
Or smiles, pine needles sticking out of his beak.
Oh,
Lots
pine
of
needles
things.
make for excellent chicken nest for the coop. So for the
That's
babies.
there's
Mhm.
that, and I'll pull out of my pouch the 5 mushrooms that we gathered, one
Daphne's
with
eyes
a Mimsy bite
sparkle.
in it.
They just sparkle with glee. What are these?
Roll a nature check and then a subsequent history check.
Cool. Because I live here and I probably collected these before, maybe, can I get an advantage on my nature?
Yes.
Cool. I can't read what my plus nature is, so I will tell you the roll.
Yes.
The roll is an 11.
So a 13 for a nature check.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen these before in my life.
I rolled a
No, by 13 you get, because you know the area, the
I have a
DC
different
is lower
threshold.
for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know these to be the Queen's Killer, and they are a type of poison mushroom, and you know that they ooze a weird purple sap when they want to, spread their spores. And
Ew.
I go and I get a jar, and I'm just like, in this, please? Thank you.
mhm.
How big are
Um,
these mushrooms?
They're about hand size. They're fairly big.
Yeah,
But
these are
you
it's a
definitely-
pint.
I mean,
yeah.
As a minotaur, I have big meaty paws, so
It's human hand.
Yeah.
okay.
You definitely wouldn't necessarily know how to distill this type of poison. It's a very specialized poison,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes years of practice to work with it. You can roll a history check with it.
Okay.
I'll place the mushroom in
I
the
rolled
jar.
an 18. I don't know my history. I know
18
I'm
plus-
yeah, plus 5 it looks like.
18.5, yes.
Mhm.
That's enough. You know that they were once used in an assassination against a queen of a country just outside of New Wine. You're not sure if it was Orkeep or Malaford. And historically, these mushrooms were granted by the court's practitioner poisoner, and she was framed for poisoning the queen. But it was later discovered that it was actually the queen's champion who had grown jealous of her lover, and eventually the poisoner was acquitted of the crime and the champion was sent away. It was a story for the ages, dating only about 15 years back, so the poisoner is still alive, and she's rather renowned for her work.
I am definitely gonna put these in a pint jar, seal them up, and I'm gonna kind of put it on my belt assortment because this is not something that I necessarily feel comfortable leaving in my residence just in case somebody like breaks into it, sort of thing.
That's right.
So if I ever meet this woman or someone who knows her,
You can go look for her.
yeah, that's definitely up there. Would I have any books on the like maybe not something that I have read, but is there anything in my my dad's library essentially on this kind of stuff so that I could maybe even start doing some light reading to help learn about it?
Roll investigation check with advantage
Cool.
because you know this library.
Alright, also just as a reminder, I have this.
What is it?
Researcher.
Researcher. So yes, that's where the advantage would come.
Gotcha. Okay, so what was the check again?
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay, it's a 15 on the roll, and my investigation I think is a 2. Yeah, so 17.
A 17. Yeah, you look through your books and eventually you find what you need. And as you look through and you realize once you found the right book, this poisoner actually has a whole chapter dedicated to her because she's that prolific. Her name is Assandria, the Poisoned Witch, and nobody really knows what she looks like.
Okay.
She's always shrouded in shadow or always has a veil over her face. Her eyes seem to shift and change colors or hue, size, cat-like. You're not sure because there's no real physical description to her, as none can seem to actually describe her. But she has a very detailed account of her works, but she never gives the recipes on what she does, just how she applies it, and the practical uses, and how they should be used, and the advancements of science on her end.
Would my dad have ever talked about her? Because it almost sounds like she has a similar practice to what we do, and because of its rarity.
Yeah, there was some discussion on her, but the two of them never met.
Okay.
Or at least you don't think.
I don't think that they've met. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I think like if that was like a resource, then my dad would have told me about her. If that was something that we knew of. So it's just kind of like it's just really hilarious, you guys, as like Zev just like pulls out this mushrooms, like Daphne just gets into this zone where she looks at the mushrooms, grabs the jar, puts them in, ties it, and just starts like pittering around her house and like looking through books and like bookmarking things and putting things in her belt, like just completely disassociates her of everything around her to figure out like what's going on, and if you even like try to talk to her, it's just like,
are you gonna tell me what I just picked?
Oh, it's the queen's something or other. Don't eat it.
Poison mushroom. Nice,
Absolutely.
nice. So you guys want a drink?
A drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been hard work and it's nice and fruity. I will pour him one.
Thank you.
I'll take a drink, I suppose.
Sure.
What time is it
it's,
again?
We'll
it's
just
still
chuckle
morning.
and just sit down. It's early in the
Good
morning.
afternoon.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere in Ashenfell.
Did you say early afternoon?
Early afternoon. Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's making breakfast and
Yeah.
gathering these things would have pushed you about
Yeah.
afternoon 1 o'clock.
I'm doing
Cool.
the
It's 5
basics.
o'clock somewhere in Ashenfell.
Like, it doesn't matter what time it is, it's mimosas. It's not day drinking if it's mimosas.
Yeah, mimosas are officially a breakfast drink. It's a mimosa with like a passion fruit kind of twist.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, successful cheese making. We're thinking one night so that we can get strawberries started, right, Daphne? And then
Yes,
boost on north to Olivery.
that does sound like a plan indeed.
Track down the mystery man.
At this point, are we all sitting down for like? All sitting like down for drinks, right?
Well, Daphne has got a book open and is like eating. Oh, here's your
Busy.
loaf of bread, by the way. I made a whole loaf for you.
For me?
Yeah, I made a whole loaf for everybody.
Oh,
Stephanie, you're too nice.
Well,
okay.
you know.
I'll just put a loaf of bread in my inventory.
You can also just, eat it. That's allowed too.
It's
I'm not
fresh
very
bread.
hungry. I'm not very hungry after having poison on my hands right now. So
It's fine. It unless you got some purple goop on you, you should be or not eat it directly. Like the surface isn't the problem; it's what's inside.
do I have any purple goop on my hands, Dion?
No, mushrooms in typical fashion spore towards fall
Mm-hmm.
as they need the wet and damp environment to grow.
Okay. As we're all just sitting down, chillaxing, Daphne in her book and Jorah doing what Jorah do. I'll look to Jorah and ask a question that's been on Zeb's mind, because I don't think that it's ever been gone into detail with Zeb in person. But how did the three of you all meet?
Daphne met me rescuing me from a torture dungeon. She was tasked to do so by Beltane. And then Beltane brought Or to us. He'd rescued him and said, "Hey, I know you're working for me right now. He's gonna work with you too."
Or literally came here in a box.
Yeah, in a box.
It was a very
Aw.
small box.
That seems... What? Or is
Delivered
how tall?
to us.
Or
Or
is
is it how
almost
tall?
or is almost 6 feet.
Yeah.
How small is the box?
Well, I couldn't quite stand up in it.
It was
took
big
me-
enough to fit him.
Yeah, my wings are a little cramped, but it was okay.
And now we have you here, Or, and you are a
You
very
walked out of
dear
the
friend to me.
Feywild.
Yeah.
It's kind of just
Yeah,
how
I
things
walked out-
work.
I walked out of the Feywild. It's funny how these things work, huh?
Yep.
I definitely much prefer the lot of you than traveling with a person tasked to kill me. Or just, man, it's not even that. Just people who looked at me weren't very happy with the idea of the way I practiced
Necromancy?
it. Yeah. Yeah, they weren't very keen on the fact that I just sort of talk to my dead dad sometimes.
I mean, people can be very judgmental, huh?
Would Zev have any knowledge as a pirate about how necromancy is viewed throughout the world in different parts of the world outside of where Daphne's from?
Roll a history check.
I mean, I would think that in certain parts of Ashenfell it's naturally accepted, but Zeb's a world traveler, so 13.
You know that the majority of Ashenfell does not allow necromancy. They are adamantly anti-necromancy. The only country that really truly practices it as a whole and openly is River Castle. But the majorities of countries either forbid its teachings or has very strict teachings around it and only allow certain amount of people to practice it, and they have to be regulated to the point of constant observation or lockdown. When Dragonwall and Kirk, not Kirk, Jesus Christ, when Dragonwall implemented this rule, the king at the time decided that the Emporium was allowed to practice necromancy because it would allow research to advance towards clerical studies and magical studies. But only 3 to 5 necromancers were allowed to practice it at any one time, and they would have to be constantly observed or locked away at the Emporium within the city walls of the main city of the capital city.
Have I ever been to River Castle?
I would say no. River Castle does not allow piracy in its waters, and they are very actively against it. And they've been known to take down several ships by accident that they thought
By
were pirates.
accident.
That's the
By
official
accident.
one. But River Castle is very dominant within the waters, and they are basically the East India Trading Company.
But I would know that River Castle is like a safe place where Daphne would be able to practice necromancy if she so wanted to and out in the open.
If she wanted to. The Drow don't see necromancy as a negative. They see it as an enhancement of magics in the natural order of things, because they find it a bit hypocritical that clerics can bring people back from the dead without consequence. So
Yeah, I find that hypocritical as well.
Drows just
Like,
don't
if
have
clerics-
an issue with it.
If clerics can do it, everybody should be able to.
Yes.
Like, damn.
Is the situation with Rose Wyvern that they are like anti-necromancy because they have the undead problem?
Yes, Rose Wyvern has a huge issue with it because the jungles of Rose Wyvern were such a strong source of necromantic magic that they are constantly overrun by the undead, or can't keep up with it on the borders, and they have such a strenuous pull against undead that they just don't condone it themselves, and they are constantly trying to fight back waves of undead.
Daphne, have you made an attempt to show these people that necromancy can be used for, I guess,
Oh,
good
honey,
isn't the word,
listen. Here's what's listen. People know how useful my capabilities are, and my daddy and I used to get paid very lucratively and well for our services.
Well, what I mean is like, you've used your necromancy for good. Have you been able to prove that?
I don't think she would want the multitude of attention. Daphne likes her own
Exactly.
company in the middle of the woods by herself.
Yeah.
But I feel that if you were able to show the world at large that necromancy does have the capacity to be used for good,
right.
then maybe people would get these large sticks out of their asses.
That is a task for somebody who is much more important than I am. I'm here
Who's to say you're not important?
here for the little folk. Sometimes not so little folk. The thing is that when it just sort of comes down to it, as long as no one is coming after me personally, I don't care.
Like the assassin that your uncle sent after you?
That wasn't because of
That
her
wasn't
necromancy.
because of this.
That was because he thought you were going to be trying to take his seat. Was that the thing?
I don't even know why I think he's, well, oh, okay, so
That's
hold
part
up.
of the reason why I'm here.
Okay, so wasn't actually the contract was originally from my uncle in the other uncle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he contracted Beltane to take care of the winter uncle, contracted autumn uncle.
It was the fall uncle.
Oh, fall?
Winter is
Okay.
an ant.
Gotcha. All right. Yes. So winter uncle contracted. Yeah. So other uncle. Yeah. So
Autumn uncle.
that
contracted
guy,
thing. Uh-huh.
one uncle contracted another uncle, like because of just the essential like threat of the hierarchy in the Feywilds that I propose. It has nothing to do with like the mortal stuff. And then once Beltane figured out who I was, he's just like, nah, dude, I ain't doing that.
Yep. It's all good. Anyway.
This is wild.
Yeah, you think it's wild. I had to live it, man. Huh.
I feel that, and this is just coming from my pirate. This is just a pirate's perspective. That I think that the laws on necromancy are absurd.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think that necromancy has the capacity to be used for very useful purposes.
I
And
agree.
I think that if clerics have the right okay, I say clerics have the right, but they don't necessarily have the right to bring back the dead or talk to the dead. But if they have the ability to use it, and other people have the ability to use it that aren't clerics, why is it a problem?
Because
Don't
liches.
ask me. Yeah, because liches. And like, to be very, very fair, I don't deal with the undead. I'm not about that. I just deal with the dead and the ethereal plane itself.
How'd you come across your necromantic abilities?
I was born with it.
So it's heretic.
Yes.
No, it's is
Hereditary.
heretical the word?
Hereditary.
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 Although it's also
Okay.
kind of heretical. It's kind of both.
Heresy.
A little both, yeah.
Or you've been quiet. You've got nothing to say on all this?
You know, it's sad, but I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah. You just go, we are but we small people. And,
You know, it
provided
only
she's
takes-
happy with it, it's, not my beeswax, one might say.
Another saying that we pirates have is that every ocean starts with just a drop of water.
That's it?
I'm pretty sure, like, there was a lot more earthly cosmic influences than a single drop of water.
Woman, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't try.
Like, I mean, I'm just continents separating, things like that. So, hi, sorry.
Space rocks.
Space rocks.
Space rocks.
Space rocks start in the water. Yeah.
Like, Emma knows where I'm coming from because we're both just, like, amateur, like, Earth history / paleontology, geology nerds. So,
I have a geology degree.
exactly. Yeah, so you're not even amateur about it. You're like pro about this. Yeah.
But
But-
what I'm saying is that
Mm.
the small things can make a huge difference in the long
I think
run.
in terms of the difference we want to make in the world, there are things I would want to change and affect, sure, but laws on necromancy, I mean,
They're also there for a reason, and here's the thing. I get what you're saying. I get it, and I agree with it, but I'm not gonna be the person out there begging officials to make it happen. I would prefer to just continue my little non-existence, and just, like, whenever people come to me with in need of a potion or to talk to a dead person, that I provide those assistances to them for a price, of course.
Fair enough.
Because here's the thing, like, you think it's bad that, I can talk to bad, in a sense, against the law, that I talk to the dead. The thing is, there is a mutual understanding there, because associating with someone like me is just as illegal.
mm-hmm.
So the thing is that I have the capabilities of blackmailing anyone who wants to fuck with that dude.
Well, I'm here for a reason.
Yeah, to make
And
sure no one
all you-
assassinates me from the
All you
Feywild.
gotta do is just point. If somebody fucks with you, all you gotta do is point with them. I'll ram them with my horns if I need to.
That's cool. We'll try and poison them first. But, anyone need a dead person to talk to, by the way? Like, are y'all good with that? I'm gonna get my strawberry
good.
seeds up the cellar.
At that when Daphne actually asked that question, Zeb's gonna turn around, maybe looking a little uncomfortable.
You have something to say.
No,
Okay.
I'm just thinking.
About a dead person?
I wonder how that works with my lot. You know, because we
I
reincarnate.
don't know how that works with my lot
Hmm.
either. Not gonna lie, I don't know many dead Minotaurs.
Do you guys reincarnate as well? I've only just started having my own visions when I trance. It's pretty wild.
I guess
I
it's
don't-
It was all past lives before then, which, you know, is its
I
own
don't
wild ride, I guess.
know. Not
Well-
gonna lie.
reincarnation doesn't
I'm-
happen right away.
No, it doesn't. We have to go to a whole. It's a
Yeah.
whole thing.
So as long
Yeah.
as your spirit is still a spirit, I have the ability to reanimate it, so to say, to come back onto this plane for me to talk to it for a certain amount of time.
Rad.
Out of curiosity, Zev will look to Daphne. Out of curiosity, do you have the capacity to look in on people if they are a distance away?
Like scrying.
Yes. I guess I was trying to say that without saying the word.
No, it's a known word in this world. Can Daphne scry? Is that on her spell list? I don't think scrying is actually on her spell list. No, I can't scry. I think Jorah might be able to scry. Jorah, are you capable of scrying at some point with your capabilities?
I cannot currently know.
Mm.
Might be something I can learn in the future, but at the moment, no. I can message people, but I can't, like, spy in on them.
I don't know if
Scry?
that's something I. Can you do it, or?
Yeah, with my wings in the air. Scry.
Yeah,
Flap,
no.
flap.
We, oh, wow. Yeah, no, we mean, like, using magic to see people across great distances. It's a magic
Oh.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't, but it's something that people can do.
Wow.
Or I'm gonna make it my personal mission to teach you one of my favorite spells. At some point, I'm gonna make it my personal mission to teach you one of my favorite spells.
I
That way
don't
you'll have
know
something
I don't know if
cool
you can
that-
learn magic.
Everybody has the capacity to learn magic.
Oh,
It's just a matter. It's just a
sure.
matter of how they implement it.
Like, no offense, but technically you haven't learned magic. You're just borrowing magic from somebody.
Hey! He doesn't need to know that.
Well, if I can be
also-
a beholder at dragon cheese, chess,
Jeez.
I can most definitely learn magic.
Sure.
Was
I,
Aura aware that you were the one playing, Dra?
What?
I'm just gonna side whisper to him. Is Aura aware that you were the one playing? Alright, I won't say anything.
Well, yeah. By the way, at 9th level, I will be able to scry. It's a very beefy spell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was
Something
aware
I
of
can
that.
learn.
I was asking in character because like
Yeah.
reasons.
I mean, if it's on your spell list but you don't have access to it, I say you can roll an Arcana and just add these spell slots numbered
If we had
to
like
that.
a
if
had,
you
like,
had
a
the scroll.
yeah.
It might actually be on my spell list. I just can't read right now.
Yeah.
Don't
I
worry.
don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if
It's-
scrying is on the warlock spell list.
Could
Mm.
be. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Either way, it's something I may manage eventually, but yeah. I'm not the
Bards have the joy of magical secrets, so.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
What level is Scry?
fifth.
5th level.
It'd be like a 15. You'd have to roll higher than.
Yeah,
or-
you'd have to roll a 15.
with a spell scroll. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you know, why? Why?
something
Why?
that
Why
we can
is there
do in the
something that
future.
we? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's things
just,
out there that could.
I was thinking about somebody in particular when Daphne asked that question, but I don't even know if they're alive.
Oh, who is
well, if you want to tell me their name and do your, you know, and I'll use Mask of Many Faces to as I play that. I'll look like
That's the problem.
Mehaman.
That's the problem.
Oh.
I don't know their name either. I don't know what they look like. I don't know much about them outside of.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
scrying
that-
on them
that
would
be
be
useful.
very, very difficult if you don't know anything.
Yeah, I think those are
just
things
know-
you need to.
I just know that he's out there somewhere.
Who
I
is he?
don't- I guess you would call. I guess he would be my progenitor, the person that that brought me into this world.
Ah, like your daddy.
Your sire?
My daddy. My daddy.
Yeah.
I don't know my parents.
Okay.
That's why it's a little difficult, and I've always wanted to, but
You know.
I've never really known how to reach out. You know.
It is very hard, even with spells, to just reach out to someone that you don't know. Probably the best case scenario would be a wish
Yeah.
at that point.
Or I can ask Beltane. I mean, he's very good at
Finding
investigating.
things, yeah.
Provided- I mean, it has to-
I think
yeah.
right now my main focus is finding my ship. I want to make sure that I get that back first and foremost. We can work on my parent. We can work on my daddy issues later.
Sure. Oh well.
Or rather, my first focus should be protecting the little miss over here.
Would you not?
Wow.
Like,
Brave.
at this point, it's
Brave.
just getting disrespectful. I'm a grown-ass woman.
Yeah. But well,
Getting my
you know,
strawberries together as she starts
yeah.
putting some dirt in some pots.
I wanna, Jorah's now he's feeling his oats of like hands in the dirt making things. If he wants to help us, so,
Like I am
Jorah's-
I am
One of those
so
days today.
I am so happy to teach you like basic gardening skills and like
Yeah.
craftsmanship of like
Yeah.
you know what it actually means to be like a strong independent woman living in the forest by herself.
Yeah.
Jorah, is this really your first time doing farm work?
Yeah, I grew up in a library basically. Oliver,
Or
An interesting experience. I mean, we had a garden. I wasn't, you know, the garden kind. My mom, she worships the three groves, so she's a bit more at one with nature than I. But
we're just gonna try and sneak a bite of some of the seeds.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
That is
Do
cute.
not take my seeds because these will
Sleight
make
of hand, sleight of hand.
berries.
Oh, right.
Against my
Um,
perception, you sure you want to do that?
Bird
Uh,
pecking a seeds is. You would have to do it at disadvantage as it's a very obvious. motion.
you're a big ass bird.
You know, I was just making sure another bird didn't get to them first. I'll make sure to keep a watchful
Hey,
guard
Dad.
on them.
You got any like sunflower seeds or something for him? I feel like those would be good.
Oh yeah, there's some definitely. I just have like like already processed sunflower seeds.
Yeah, I'll go find. I'll
That-
go.
that's
get a
part of
jar
the-
and, like,
the-
scatter them on the table.
Yeah, that's already part of like what I feed part of my chickens and my goat and things like that. So that's
What
on
can
the
I
list
do?
of supplies. What can
I
you
to
do?
help? I'm pretty sure I can. I'm pretty sure I can manage something.
What kind of chores could I make you do?
You know, I'm not your butler. I'm your bodyguard, right?
Well,
You asked her for what you could do.
asked, I know. So this is actually what you can do for me. I would you like for you to. The river is close by. There's probably like some minnows or some frogs and stuff, and some newts. So you could probably go frogging for me if you'd like. Maybe some cane
Wait, what?
toads, some snails, things like that.
Tasty.
Snails are delicious. And frog legs. Oh goodness, you just deep fry those in a.
There's a look of confusion on Zeb's face right now.
What you've never ate frog
There's a
legs
lot. You're
before?
saying a lot of words that don't resonate with him very well.
And if you see a bronze dragon out there, send him my way.
Wait, what?
He's a baby. It's fine. But he's
Insight
like
check.
my neighbor
Insight
at
check.
this point.
Insight check. Is there really a bronze dragon out there?
I'm not lying.
21 on insight. Is there really a bronze dragon out there?
There
Yes.
is.
Yep.
Bronze dragons are historically very chatty, and they love being around people.
And they're aquatic.
Yeah.
What's the bronze
And they
dragon's
smell like
name?
sea foam.
What was his name, by the way?
Gosh, you're making me
I
pull
know,
notes
that
for
was
a
2
year
seasons
ago.
ago.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
That's how long it's been since I have a dragon for a neighbor, and it's perfectly fine. Like,
The dragon.
Is it a bronze dragon or a bronze dragon born? I ask in and out of character.
a dragon.
Proper dragon.
Yep. Oh, he was copper. Okay.
Well, definitely,
I guess I'll go into the woods and find this river.
Gosh, I have to find his name. I can't find his name.
Okay, I just tell you what his name is. We'll come up with it. I was like, oh yeah, I just call him Teddy.
Or is going to fly off, generally in the same direction as Zev, shouting Teddy to the woods. Teddy, I have sunflower seeds. Dora gave them to me. Daphne made them. Do you want to chat?
I'm gonna die.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Both of us? Or just...
Perception.
Just or.
17.
You look around and the forests are dense and deep, and you look towards the river and you don't see him.
Teddy.
I'm gonna make my way towards the river and just keep my eye out for said dragon.
Or just gonna
The one
circle
that goes
around
by
the
the name
river.
of Teddy, apparently.
You know, Jorah, I'm not gonna complain. It is nice to have extra hands around here. Now I understand why people have children.
Yeah. I think they'll come with their own problems, though, you know, and...
I broke Smokey, guys. Like,
It's, yeah, I guess, you know, having that extra help. I am really seriously considering, like, I think tomorrow I might just, you know, send a quick message to the old Boothang and ask him for an assistant.
Yeah. I thought you were about to ask him for a surrogate so that you guys can have a child to do your chores.
No, that's...
How dark is it at this point?
It's
'Cause I don't have
pushing
dark vision.
It's pushing early evening.
Perfect time to go frogging.
Yeah.
Okay, because I
definitely-
don't have dark vision.
Or we'll make sure to land before it properly gets dark.
I'm going to trust you on this whole frog meat thing. Like, I am skeptical, but
tastes like chicken.
you've been introducing me to a lot of new things, and I want to be open-minded while I'm here.
Yeah, it tastes like chicken. Frog tastes like chicken. Alligator is also quite delicious, but it's very hard for me to just wrangle a gator on my own.
Yeah.
But usually, like, I've had someone from the city come and, like, help me. Like, it's kind of like part of a trade-off sort of thing, because I can get all kinds of good stuff from, like, you get me a good, like, 10-footer. Like, there's skin, teeth, claws, meat, liver, just the whole 9 yards. I should have asked him to wrestle a gator for me.
Yeah, you should have.
Like, I know
can you imagine the
Or
two
would
of them
do it.
wrestling a gator?
Or would 100% wrestle an alligator. Could you send to Or right now?
Yeah, hang on.
Like-
I cast sending. Or if you
We're burning
see
through a
any
lot of spell slots
alligators,
today.
it would be appreciated if you could wrestle it and perhaps slay it nobly, so that we may feast upon it.
Oh, okay. I'll definitely wrestle it. But really, are you sure you want to eat alligator?
I am open to trying all sorts of new things, or you have no idea. So,
Jorah, be
Yeah.
careful. If you open your mind too much, your brain may fall out.
oh no, definitely don't want that. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. I'll try and find a gator.
You may enjoy
I'm so
the help
sorry,
of-
Jen.
I reached the river.
I don't know, like, what you had planned for this session, but we're sending or alligator wrestling.
I just want to get you to Oliberry. So stay here.
Like, or
The worst
Jorah
it's going
is
to
just
be.
yeah, Jorah is just he's been tasked to go and find this guy, and that's what he wants to do. But he's gonna be polite while he is here.
He's getting his life and clicking.
He
Okay.
just yep.
When I
Let's go
reached
and
the
do your job.
river, I had this skill called the Sea Twins gift, which allows me to breathe underwater. Can I stick my head in the water and see if I can find anything?
Yeah. Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage. 12. That 24 would have been brilliant.
You don't see much. The water's clean, but there's a lot of algae and what you assume are water plants of some type. Not much in it right now.
Okay. So, no frogs.
No frogs.
I'll pull my head above water and pray that nothing's gonna come out and bite me. Any frogs like on lily pads above the water or anything?
There's no lily pads on a river or stream, as lily pads need a pond in calm waters to grow.
Why did she send me to this river to go frogging? I will ask myself.
Frogs live in rivers.
Frogs can live in rivers, yeah. They just don't all sit on lily pads.
Is there anything that I can find that will serve as an acceptable substitute?
Roll a perception.
Just one couple big old bullfrogs.
12.
You look around and you see what looks to be a small, furry rat-like creature digging a hole on the side of the bank.
I cast Eldritch Blast and try to blast it.
Alright, roll your attack.
Jen, is he blasting a Nutra?
He's blasting a monk. I need the spell attack.
I don't know why it did that. Okay, I guess I'll just roll a
Cast from
d20.
your front page, because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I
been
don't
doing
have it
that
on my-
for me.
I don't have it on my front page for some reason.
It should translate over if you just drag
Yeah,
and
when
drop.
you drag and drop, it usually goes onto your front page.
Oh, yeah, that's probably why I didn't drag and drop.
It still didn't.
Just roll roll a d20 and
Add
add
your
your
spell check,
attack. Eldritch
Alright,
Blade.
my d20 plus my spell attack bonus is 1d20 plus 7. 20 plus 7. 17?
Oh yeah. You hit it and effectively kill this creature.
Oh shoot, I don't even need to roll damage. That's 1d10.
These sorts of things
Yeah.
have like
Yeah.
1 hit point.
You just have to see if you
Muskrats
hit
don't
it.
have
Yeah.
high. I just needed to see if you hit.
Oh, it's a muskrat? Okay.
Those are good
I'll go
too.
grab it and
Thing about muskrats,
hold it. Hold
they're
it like...
smelly when they die.
Oh yeah, they stink.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm just gonna hold it out like this in front of my face, like, and just walk back.
Jorah has been composing a song about Greaves and the stories that he's been telling us.
Oh, you're not working on the garden anymore?
It's planting strawberries.
We planted strawberries,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's and we've been doing in big pots. Probably went to my compost pile, got some of that out. You know, I have a goat and chickens, so I got stuff to help grow things with.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, since it's like dinner, I'm just preparing dinner time and sighing and just be like, I wish it could stay like this forever. So let's hurry up and just get this end of the world thing done with so that I can just be in my house
Yeah.
again. I mean, you can see why it's so simple, but it's
Yeah.
just
I see the appeal.
what I love. It's nice to have like friends around, but you know, only because I like you.
Yeah. And we're not too, well, generally speaking, we're not too much work.
True. And I mean, actually, it just makes things easier because I just have you guys do my chores. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, so
This
good.
won't last long. I'll get bored of doing this.
Oh, I believe that. That's why you have different kinds of chores, like, for different times.
Yeah.
You gotta mix it up. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you can just sing to me while I do mine, and that's perfectly fine with me.
Can do. I'm gonna start singing the song that I have written about Daphne. It doesn't like name you, but it's
Mm-hmm.
quite apparent it's a song about you. He's done one for each of the party members from last season, so he sings the song about Daphne. But he does like he's not like a body like we're like tavern song kind of bard.
Yeah.
He likes instrumental, pretty music. So
Excellent. It's beautiful. Thank you.
yeah.
So nothing like the
That-
Skyrim bard.
No. It's a really nice song like about a witch in the woods basically, and it's just yeah, paints a very pretty picture.
What genre does it fall under?
Uh,
Rap.
instrumental. He's like, you know that medieval version of songs thing that's going around YouTube right now.
Oh.
Yeah,
cool.
the bardcore. Mm-hmm.
Hardcore. It's a bit like that, but that mixes some classical instrumental.
Yeah.
So I sing you pretty song.
Cool.
Wait, did I pick up a muskrat or a skunk?
A muskrat.
It just hit me. Muskrats don't really have a scent, do they?
Muskrats stink.
Yeah. They're horrible.
Like, they're swamp creatures. They're disgusting. Like, but very useful for Daphne. Thank you. Like, none of this bothers Daphne. Like,
I'm going to. How long does it take for me to get back to camp? Or back to the house, excuse me.
Not very long.
I'll just come back to the house with.
well,
Daphne,
I'm not.
I got your thing.
Well, we're not eating the muskrat, but I can use it for other things. Just sort of hang it outside, please, up high so the bears don't get to it.
There's bears out here.
We're in a forest. Of course there's bears here.
Jorah takes out his perfume. It's like,
Like, I just told... Okay, Zev, I just told you my neighbor is a dragon, and you're surprised that there's bears here?
I'm surprised of everything that's out in these forests right now. I'm not used to this. I'm used to being on the sea.
Right.
oh boy.
Anyway, here is your red beans and rice. Sorry, there's no meat because I would just put the leftover chicken in there from the from there. But
Thanks.
what I'm gonna end up doing probably tonight so that the strawberries are already started, so we can probably leave tomorrow. I'm just gonna stay up a little bit later, and I'm just gonna kind of like make us some to-go meals. Like I got cook everything that I had slaughtered so that I don't leave it here.
I'll be your assistant and like package things for you. You know, I'm the one
Okay,
like,
that's
putting
right.
things in
That's right.
Tupperware
That's
and,
right.
yeah,
You could.
Yeah.
Cause I'm definitely gonna go ahead since I got all these chicken bones and shit. I could just make like chickens and dumplings, and we can like store that, to bring with us on the trip.
Sure.
Yeah, and
I'll
we are.
look around.
Hmm.
Where's Or?
Or is
He was with you.
still looking.
No, he
wrapped
wasn't.
Like a gator.
Yeah, make me a perception or.
Okay. Perception.
I'll die later. My
13.
I have become Instagram gay. Like,
Investigators, or they don't seem to be the right climate for it.
Or is just gonna keep looking.
It's getting
Alright.
late. I'm getting worried about him.
I will cast sending. Or it is time for food. Unfortunately, maybe the gayer thing won't happen tonight.
You sure?
Yeah. Good going though. There's some good food here.
Okay, I'll go home.
Yeah.
I'll shoot an Eldritch Blast into the sky so that Warren knows where we're at. So,
The
just so that
house?
he doesn't get lost. Oh, we're inside?
You're inside.
Yeah.
I'll go outside first and then cast Eldritch Blast into the air.
Mm-hmm.
So that or has a waypoint so that he doesn't get lost.
Make a perception or.
Another percent. Okay. 9.
Very distantly, you do see a streak of light in the air.
I'll head towards that.
Okay. You head towards it. Night is falling. Air cockers don't have night vision.
Just walking along in the nighttime,
Mm-hmm.
in the deep
Make me a
dark
survival check.
forest. Dora, am I
Yep.
He's
Teddy?
just out in the backyard.
I'm gonna poop out Lorcan and be like, Lorcan, can you go find Orin?
Mimsy, go with him, please.
You send them out. Or you think you're going the right way.
Just keep
You're pretty
walking.
sure of it.
Just keep
So-
walking.
I'll get Lorcan, to go up into the air, and then I'll bump in and look through his eyes while he's searching.
I'll do the same thing with Mimsy.
Okay. Do either of your creatures have night vision?
Mimsy has night vision.
Think he might.
Mimsy has night vision.
Mimsy is a.
Pseudo dragon. He has dark vision up to 60 feet.
Alright. It's not enough to see or.
Teddy, is that you? No, I must be seeing things. I wish Ghoul was here. He'd be all scared, and then I'd say, "Nothing to worry about, Ghoul. You're my squire. Am I going the right way?"
Jorah, should I send another Eldritch Blast into the sky?
Yeah, I'll
Waypoint.
cast my last sending. I'll cast sending to Or and just say, Or, beam of light is gonna be getting shot up into the sky. Can you fly towards that, please?
I can walk, but flying at night is kind of dangerous. But I guess I can fly.
Alright, I'll shoot one more Eldritch Blast into the sky. Actually, I think I might be able to do something with a little more light with Fairy Fire. I'm not sure.
Fairy fire is just like a glitter bomb that
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah,
would
I'll
go
just
on
use Eldritch
stuff,
Blast.
but
I'll use Eldritch Blast into the sky. Is it possible I can make it like burst like a firework? Is it possible to do that with Eldritch Blast?
I would say sure. You could do that. To an extent.
To an extent.
it's force damage. Like,
Mhm.
it's not sparky.
Yeah. Make a perception or.
19.
19. You do see the burst of light into the air again, and you start making your way towards it.
I'm gonna try the flying thing very low. I'm gonna
Marco!
Marco!
and I'm going to extend the. I'm wearing leather armor because anything else would be too heavy, but it's studded, and I'm going to extend the shiny metal studs as far on my wings as I can. Just try and get any reflective surface.
Am I gonna start out to preparing daylight for ore?
Quite possibly.
I don't think so. Oars
Make me
capable.
a survival check, Cora.
Or is lost in the dark currently, so.
He's capable. He'll
That's a
find his
nat
way
20
back.
for a 24.
Nice. So eventually, with your wings spread out and the continuation of guidance from your friends, you do eventually get back.
You see as Or lands, stumbles a bit. I was just taking a little detour. I saw some very, very nice. Oh shit! It's night. Bioluminescent mushrooms.
Ah, did you go on a big adventure?
Mm-hmm.
Did you bring
They
them
like-
back?
Yes, I definitely brought them back,
Mm-hmm.
but they're my prize. I'm sorry I can't share them with you.
Oh, that's
Or
very
it's okay if you got lost.
Yeah, it would be, but I didn't definitely. So
I'm just
So
gonna
thank you
tap
for your
I'm just gonna
concern.
tap Or on the beak with my quarterstaff, very lightly, and just say, "Don't do that again."
I'm just trying to wrestle a gator.
You did a good job, friend. Look, there's food over there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. Daphne's
You're
cooking
welcome.
is the best.
It
I know,
sure
thank
is.
you.
Okay. You reconvene and gather back into the house.
Right.
I think this is our day at
Uh,
Daphne's house.
Or
Yeah.
did you find that dragon?
No. I didn't.
Okay, good.
I'm
I
very
don't
sad
think
about
I'm
it.
ready to. I don't think I'm ready to face the dragon.
Oh, he's
It's
very
a
nice.
It's a friendly dragon.
Yeah, he's very nice. Mm-hmm. Great neighbor. Hardly see him, but when I do, it's always pleasant.
Well, I'm gonna probably play some solitaire and then head to bed. Ready for a day's travel.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Or we'll probably look on to Jorah playing solitaire,
Mm.
kind of wondering how it's played.
I'll teach him. I'll talk him through the moves I'm doing.
We know Daphne. Early to bed, early to rise. So,
Yeah.
I'll probably just keep a watchful eye on everything else that's going on, and when everybody else goes to bed, I'll just take my trance.
Alright. You all get a full night's rest. Recover any spell slots you may have used. And the morning comes, and the bright new day greets you.
everybody should have a pint or like a half pint jar. You know, the little glass pint jars. You should each have one of a rice dressing of a mystery ground meat. A cornbread dressing. Red beans and rice. And chicken and dumplings, as well as several hard-boiled eggs and bread at your disposal for your rations.
So bento jars.
Yeah,
Nice.
you know.
Daphne, how did you know?
How did I know what?
My favorite meat. It's mystery meat.
Well, it's not that much of a mystery, my friend.
Yeah. You could smell it.
When
Oh.
when Or says that, Zev's just gonna think to himself, "What are they feeding these bird people in their colonies?" And just okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, and as it's sealed in the jar, it should stay good, even in this sort of weather, for a little bit. I have added a little bit of preservatives inside of it, but I wouldn't let it, some of it go for more than 4 days, so that's 4 meals.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yum yum yum.
Well, I appreciate it all the same.
Yeah, that's what I do. Anyway, I got everything sort of settled. We'll let Beltane know that I have some strawberries that will need a little bit of tending to, and that might be a little
And
bit
the
extra.
cheese.
And well, the cheese can just hang out in the cellar. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna go get my bourbon, and I'm good to go.
I'd have given Belton an update last night. I imagine I called him late on, just to have a bit of an update what we're doing, ask him how he's doing that cheeky thing that I often do, and being like, "What you wearing?
As
busy?
we're
Who are you with?" And then tell him about the strawberries.
As we're getting ready to set out, can Zeb just take a look at Daphne? How's she looking?
Fine.
That's fine.
Does she seem like she's like uncomfortable to leave or anything like that?
I mean, she's ready to go. Like, it's her house, and sure, she's tiny sad about leaving, but like, Daphne's fine. She's been doing this, like, nothing, like, she's not going through any sort of emotional trauma.
Alright.
Beltane says he wishes he could be there, but he keeps being dragged back into politics and he fucking hates it. And he just rants about that for 20 minutes. And you're familiar with this rant because you know he left for Feywild because he didn't want to be in politics. He just wanted to have fun, run his own organization, crime organization in particular. He rants about how he tries so hard just to get some orders in, and nobody's letting him do his work because now he has to be a politician.
Yeah.
And you're just like...
Yeah. I tell him that he can distract himself when things are being really horrible, planning out what their next date is going to be, and that he can go for a very important business meeting and come and have a date somewhere with Dora.
He seems a little more relaxed about that when you mention that. He's just like, you're right.
I look forward to it.
Hey Jorah, can you ask Beltane something for me?
Sure. He would have been doing this through the night, but yeah.
Can you ask him if he's gotten any visitors to his shop, like a Triton of any sort?
Sure. Hey, Beltane.
You hear very sleepy. Yeah.
Hey, boo. You got Tritons? You had a Triton visit? You got a neighbor that's a Triton?
I have somebody in my employ that's a Triton.
Yeah. Is that the one? Do I know about him, or is this the other game?
The one that I met at the bar. The one that I met at the bar.
Yeah, I don't think Jorah's met him.
Mm-hmm.
You've got someone in your employ. Nice. Okay, I will inform. I'll turn around to you, Zeb, and just be like, he employs someone who's a Triton.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know that that's the guy that I'm looking for?
Possibly. Tritons are multi-people. So, it could be, it could not be.
I mean, it's kind of like, do you know an elf? Yeah, I employ an elf. Ah, that must be the elf, right?
Yeah.
This is not the elf you're looking for.
I'm trying. Can you ask him if the Triton had any information for me?
Sure. Beltane, has your employee given you any messages to give to Zev?
No. Should I be on the lookout for messages?
Sounds like he's waiting on a message from a Triton, so I guess that's a yes. Let me know if he does.
Alright, as soon as my dear companion appears, I will let you know.
Alright, thank you.
Good night. As he kind of leaves the call and you hear a very soft snoring sound.
Oh, he's adorable.
fell asleep on
Jorah
Discord.
actually says that, yeah. Nope, no messages. I will let you know if he does.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, I guess we're getting, we're heading out.
Back to the library.
Back to the library to find an old man.
Meanwhile, at the tool shed.
Man, I am excited to see my parents again. They're gonna be all kinds of worried about me given the last time I spoke to them.
I bet.
Which pass are are you taking to get to Oliver?
I guess Coastal?
Alright, so you're going up the Newall Pass to Saint-Vivert to
Yeah.
Oliver? Right.
Yeah.
Wait, where's Alberry?
Oliver's
In
up
Winterdale.
with the elves.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, actually, here's the thing, right? That puts us somewhat in the way that when you're standing on one coastline and if you're standing on Devon on a good day, you can see France. Would we be able to see the remnants of what's going on in Dragonwall?
Very much so.
So, we may be able to get some kind of visual on what's going on in Dragonwall if we take that particular road. We're very close to Dragonwall.
What's wrong with Dragon Wall?
It's been attacked. It was the city we were speaking about at the
The
meeting.
one with the black dragon cult?
No. This is we were there when the city was attacked. Cork, yeah. It's been overthrown and it's currently being ruled under what I'm assuming is some sort of it involves things from the Shadowfell. Big no bueno.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any other options?
I mean, there's other roads. I am quite curious just to see how it's doing.
I have a map on my person because navigator's tools. Would I be able to chart out a safer path?
I mean,
The safer path is the paths marked because they are main roads.
Yeah,
They are main trade roads.
Yeah, we could go into Malifaux, but that's a big ass detour.
You could go through Malifaux and attempt to cross the Fire and Earth Kingdoms to cut across lesser roads, but the lesser roads are prone to theory, wild animals, elements that you're not entirely aware of, as Malifaux is a natural element kingdom, and that means the elements are very much living.
I think I'd rather deal with the wall.
Yeah, that's definitely the route that I'm suggesting. Plus, information gathering. We will be close enough to see it without being too uncomfortably close.
Right,
to the city.
and I mean, we can do a little bit of reconnaissance in the country, period, as we're there. It's not weird. I go to Dragonwall often, so it's not weird. And I mean, if something turns us away, then I guess we'll have to go through Malifaux, but hopefully we'll be okay.
Question: where on the map? I can't remember where on the map was Beltane's shop. That was River Castle, right?
New Wine.
New Wine, yeah.
Oh,
Where we
New
are.
Wine, excuse me.
Yeah.
And we traveled from here to Daphne's place, which is over here, if I'm remember correctly.
Yes.
So we'd be essentially heading northward. Would
West
I?
then east. No, west.
Yeah.
Would I have any knowledge about any sort of about the particular trade in that particular area?
Dragonwall or Winterdale?
Either or.
Roll history check.
History, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 3.
You're not sure. You stayed mostly on the East Coast, as Calamity Bay is a very turbulent area. It's full of a lot of monsters and a lot of wild waters, and only really tough ships sail through there. There are ferries.
My ship ain't tough?
I'm saying you don't have the right ship. You don't have an ironclad ship, which is made for Calamity Bay.
Is that the area which, when I first came into the party that I read about, that has the Krakens and Leviathans and whatnot?
Yes.
Okay. Would I know anything about the land surrounding surrounding
Not
that area
with
of
your
Dragonwall,
history
or
check.
in particular Winterdale? Would I know anything about the land surrounding that area?
You could ask me. It's my home.
Oh, I
You
wouldn't
have
know that though.
people from
Yeah.
Winterdale, you could ask, or
I've told you I'm from Oliveberry. Quite a few times.
you would know that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay. Would I? I'm curious. Would I be welcome in Winterdale?
Again,
That's
Minotaurs
mostly
are a
Eladrin's territory,
non-issue
isn't it?
racially.
Well, no. I wonder because
As a pirate, you're asking.
yeah.
As a pirate, as long as nobody knows you're a pirate.
You ain't gonna be wearing a pirate hat and
Yeah,
Let me
just
hurry.
like, I'm not wearing on, my necromancer badge of honor on me. You don't have to wear your pirate badge of honor. It's,
But I like my hat.
it's a great hat.
I mean, plenty of people wear tricorn hats. It's just people don't advertise they're pirates.
You'd be surprised. Okay. Do we have any? We don't have any other options outside of just passing through Dragonwall, do we?
no.
Well, as long as we're not going to the city, I think we'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Yep,
As
we're
long as we're not
far
going
enough
too
away
far.
that we'll be able to see it without necessarily being too close. So.
All right. To Dragonwall.
Right.
Let's get going.
You set out on your journey.
On our
Do we wanna
hoss.
Do we want to try the totem pole today?
No.
I mean, I don't
You wanna
know
ride on-
if that's
I'm
oars.
good on my horse. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
get on my
wanna ride
horse.
Or's- you want to ride on Or's back while Or rides on my back?
You
No.
would suffer points of exhaustion if you kept that up.
Pretty strong, and those two are Twinkie.
He
It's more
does have
endurance.
he does have powerful builds. That would be the only thing I
Yeah.
would argue, but yeah.
It's more of endurance rather than strength because you are traveling on a road that is very long and very tiresome, and you're entering into a country that it has been under attack.
Fair enough.
That's where the issue would be cropping up.
Totem pole. Okay.
Everyone got their papers on them just in case, or not?
Papers?
No, passports, that kind of stuff.
Honey, I'm a pirate. I don't need papers. I go where I please.
Okay.
We're leaving him with the border patrol.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Wait, is there actual border
No.
patrol?
There is.
Wait, what?
That's why Daphne's like, everyone got papers? Like, you
A lot of
good?
these countries have beef with each other.
Yeah.
I am a pirate. I go where I
It's
please.
not so much beef, they're just very protective of their borders because a lot of magic and a lot of trade have passed through these lands unchecked for a long time.
Okay.
I am a pirate. I go where I please, and if I don't get in, I force my way
Ooh, well, that's a statement. Let's get going.
Well, unfortunately, the person that I normally have draft my forgery stuff isn't here, so I got mine. But I guess we'll sink that ship when it comes to it.
We'll burn that bridge when. we
Yeah.
cross it.
Yep. We'll figure it out. You guys can polymorph, right? There's you know what I'm gonna do when we get to the border? This is what I'll do. I will prepare polymorph so that I can just turn you into like my actual cow. And I'll be like, this is Bessie, and she's my cow, and just bring you in with me.
That sounds wonderful.
You start out. And
in.
you
Take
will
objection to
travel-
this.
Sorry.
You would travel about 5 days to get to the border of Dragonwall.
Mhm.
So, as you travel along and you pass through the mountainsides, you do see the sharp rise of Mallow's Teeth, the ever-present mountainous range that borders several of the countries: Greenland, You know they are very active volcanic mountain range, as you do see one of the larger volcanoes constantly smoking and spewing lava. You know, historically, this is because the King of the Fire Nation kind of pulls his energy and power from these natural magma flows, and he is very kind and loving and welcoming to outsiders, and has been known to set up many schools towards training and learning of their particular style of military, and they are known to be great scholars. So, as you pass by the mountains, you take note of this.
What? Because real quick, if I'm jogging my memory, I've been to the Fire Nation before, haven't I, or was it the Earth one?
I believe it was the Earth one because they would have more of the materials you'll need.
Yeah, it was when we were sucked into the Shadowfell, like right before, because weren't we in Maliford for that?
Yes.
Gotcha.
You
Okay.
were in the Earth side.
Mm-hmm.
The Fire
Nation
section
attack?
doesn't have that same connection to the Shadowfell.
Mm-hmm.
The Earth, Air, and Water side do, but Fire
Gotcha.
seems to be rather resistant to the pull of the Shadowfell.
Gotcha.
So it's never set whole there.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay.
So Maliford is just all elementals.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Or-
all Genasi.
Oh, I was about to say, is it Genasi or elementals? Okay.
Listen, if you see a flail snail, we need to get it.
A flail
A
snail.
what now?
Cool. You know, we should take a holiday in there sometime and go visit.
Go just fine. We need to find like 2 of them, and we need to. Jor and I have like lots of business ideas. We need 2 flail snails so that we can have a multitude of flail snails just being born. You know how much money we can make off of farming flail snails?
Yeah.
I think somebody named Melody Albright has an issue with you stealing her ideas.
I know. There's no original
They will
ideas.
remember this.
There's no original ideas in Dungeons and Dragons.
Zeph will think to himself that these ladies,
Excuse me,
Or this
Jorah
lady-
is a
this-
twink,
this
not a
lady-
lady.
this lady and this twink have some really good head on their shoulders, and they have some good ideas. Maybe I should probably think of something that me and Or can do.
These 2 have really clicked since they met. They're now besties. Like,
Yeah. We're ride or die bitches.
right at eye bitches.
So
Is
what
there
am I
border
what am I
control?
looking
Can we
for?
Can we see people as we approach the border?
As you approach the border, it's unique in the fact that you get influx of people coming in from Greenland and what seems to be Genasi coming from the fireside, and there aren't a lot of humans. And there is still trade, as the new wall pass is a trade route, but the noticeable lack of human peoples is catching your eye, as Dragonwall is a human kingdom. They are known for it. They are well suited and well established there.
Yeah.
Is there a line to the border?
There is a border control line, and as you kind of line up, you see that there is a structure that wasn't there before.
Okay.
You do see gates. You do see a wall. You do see barricades, spike traps, and armaments.
I feel like I'm passing over the border to Canada.
Yeah. I'm gonna lean into Daphne and be like, do you think this is because of the Cork situation?
It's definitely most likely because of the Cork situation.
Reach into my bag and take out. Jorah is one of those people that is a very efficient and effective traveler. He has a specific pocket that has his papers with his, neat little Oliveri citizenship
Or is going
stamps
to
from all the countries he's visited, because he's been all over. In the
Yeah,
past,
and Daphne is a very frequent visitor probably from this border because she sometimes will get like some of her bigger supplies there. So on paper, she actually doesn't have like a forged passport. She has a legitimate passport into Dragonwall and things like that, where it's like, yes, I am a business owner, I am a herbalist, and that's what it looks like on her thing, is that she's a herbalist. So she has like the trade passporting things. I think that was like something we established like the first episode or something when she was in
Before
Dragonwall.
we reach the border, I have a question for both Jorah and Daphne.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have papers.
But I thought you
Would
just
I
forced
be
yourself into things that you wanted. Go right ahead.
I want to try to handle this with a little tact.
Well, I do
Would
recommend tact.
Would I be able to pass if I were to just disguise myself? Because I'm not on board with the idea of being polymorphed into a cow.
Well, you can be polymorphed
I am
into
a
anything you
bull.
want.
I am a bull, madam.
What's wrong with being a cat?
Yeah. I could turn you into my cat or my snake or a dog or
I'd rather just be something with two legs, but I
a kangaroo.
was wondering if I were to use my Mask of Many Faces, would I be able to cross the border if I looked a little like Greaves? Since he's part of
What would Greaves do?
the entourage.
Greaves would need to have Greaves' papers. Greaves, do you have papers?
Well, we've been getting by on the Master's signet ring.
That seems legit, yeah.
It is, but it's no passport. I hope they'll accept it.
You deserve your own passport, Greaves.
Yes, you do, Greaves.
We'll get you
Oh
one in
no!
Mulberry.
If Greaves gets left behind, I'm gonna be so sad.
Greaves is not gonna get left behind.
Greaves
That
is
old man.
on staff.
Yeah.
He's got, the insignia.
Or what? How do you feel about me disguising myself as one of your people?
What are you talking about? You are one of my people. We're friends.
Oh, you sweet simple child. What I mean is, like, if I were to disguise myself as an Eric Croc, I can't say that word.
Eric Harkra?
Yes. And try to pass myself as like a servant of yours, since you seem to be from a noble house.
I mean, if you wanted to, but I'll have to come up with an official title for you. Would you be willing to accept Cupbearer?
The line
Would
is
I know
moving
it?
forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be moving.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Walking and talking.
I'll accept
He's a
it at
good
this point.
cuer. He is from Oliveberry. He knows how to cue.
That's you.
I'll accept that title.
Alright.
Very well.
Just don't want to cause a huge ruckus.
Or we'll quickly pass you a stone goblet. It is very ornately carved.
As you approach the gates,
Mm.
you see 4 guards on the left side and 4 guards on the right side. They are doing an intake and outtake sort of thing.
Ah.
They're checking carts over, looking people over, and just giving general questions. And as you approach the gate, you
Shoot.
see a rather pale-looking man with pointed ears, and he's just flipping through a book, and he looks up as you approach and gives you a nod.
I nod back.
Alright, your business?
Traveling through towards Oliveberry, I am a citizen, and I hand over my stuff. This is my party. They are traveling with me. That's our intended reason for passing through these lands.
You going to Oliveberry then?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He takes your papers and flips through the book and kind of does the border control. I'm looking,
Yeah.
but not really looking. I
Have you
know you're
touched any
probably not-
farm animals?
Yeah.
Do you have any food produce in your bag?
The number
would
of
assume at
times I
this point
crossed
I'm
through border
disguised.
control, I've seen so many guards just like, yeah, okay,
Mhm.
look you up in the ear. Are you a scary person? No, okay. Stamp. Here's your papers. Go away.
Might I ask? Sorry, I haven't witnessed this process before. Is this new?
It is standard practice now, as there's been an attack on Clark. and
There
city's
has, yes.
Quarantine.
I understand. Well, I trust you've had no bother here.
Not on the borders, no.
That's good. Is the land surrounding Cork safe enough, or are we going to be safe to travel?
The roads are safe enough. We have set up an agreement with the new ruler of Cork and have agreed that pilgrimage is allowed as well as trade, as the city must trade goods to survive.
Oh, might I? Sorry for the questions. Information is my trade, I suppose. Who is the new ruler?
There's a small, clipping as he kind of closes his book, and he just kind of gives a internal side, you see he's just tired. He doesn't want
he's just
to
doing
be
his
there.
job. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's answered this question 18 times already in the last hour.
18
Yeah.
times, but he's trying to be good-natured about it, but he's just like, new king of Dragon Wall and Cork. You can just call him. There's a pause as there's a ruckus behind him, and he turns to look and watches it for a moment, realizing he doesn't need to go over and break it up. King Carmine, you are more than welcome to address him as such, should you need to.
Thank you. It's very kind of you to give me information. I trust you're working hard. I will give him a gold piece. Thank you for the information.
He takes it. You're welcome. As he tucks it away. Next.
Here's my papers. I put my papers, there's just thousands of trading stamps. But I'm with him today. No actual trade business.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. You're with him, I assume?
Yep.
Alright. He looks you over, marks something in his book, hands your papers back. Next.
Or quick,
Thank
cover
you.
Me. Or quick, cover me with your wings.
Ora's just gonna stretch out his wings. Am I?
I'll use my mask of many. I'll use my mask of many faces to transform into to make myself look like Greaves, but just a little younger. Just a little younger.
Sleight of hand with disadvantage.
Oh no!
This guy has been looking straight at us, and you're just.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright, I'm through.
This should be a +1 because of the stone, but I don't know why I didn't add it. 19.
19. Alright. You see Kim look up at you. He doesn't seem to take note, but there's somebody who steps out from behind him, and he just clears his throat. You see another pale-looking man, pointed ears, red eyes, curly white hair, and he's just looking all of you over, and he gives a very charming smile.
Oh, aren't you nice? Well, I am Or. Here's my scroll of pedigree, and here is my signet ring.
Wonderful. Would you come with me, both of you?
Oh, are we going to maybe have a meal?
We're going to have a talk.
Oh, okay.
As
What are we going to talk about?
See him kind of motion, and you and Zevran, you are surrounded by guards.
You see
Oh
Ghoul
no!
or Squire flutter about nervously.
Young
Daphne,
master,
your
is
mother
there
could have at
something-
least got you a professional, you know? Like, I feel like. What is your mom thinking?
The fact that he did it so close, we should have said something. I should have cast greater invisibility. Ugh.
Can I help you, guards?
He just smiles and says, "Come with me," as he turns around and heads away from the gate and away from everyone else, away from the border. He seems to be assured that he's very much in charge and doesn't need the backup you would assume he needs.
But
I
we're
think
Oh,
going.
they're going into secondary. Oh no.
Screened.
I'm gonna point towards the other side of the border, but we're going that way.
Not today.
Young master,
Oh.
I think this is a necessity to keep order.
Oh, I see. Um, okay. What's your name?
He doesn't answer as he leads you away, still on the road, but still within sight of the battlements.
Alright.
As is.
As, I guess we'll follow behind, but I'll just lean as close as I can to Orange to say, me, talking.
I'm very good with guards, but if you insist.
We might have the flagpole here if things go wrong.
The man turns towards you and he looks you over and he addresses both you, Zev, and Or. Your purpose into Dragonwall?
Greaves. You must have the papers, right? Right, Greaves? The papers?
We're a part of the party that just went ahead of us. We're traveling alongside with them.
And what is their purpose?
Well, they're gonna all bear. Sure, it's
Yes.
just visiting family, I think. You know,
Sure. As he pulls out a book and writes the name down.
And
why are you writing his name down?
and the madam has trade to do within Albury, to my knowledge.
He writes something else down.
Shark.
And the meaning of your transformation at these borders. Deception is not kindly looked upon.
I'm sorry.
He looks right at you, Zev. Very little escapes my eyes.
Bitch got true sight.
Or just observant. He stewed in front of
True.
their fucking faces.
Yeah.
It's more
So
if you
did the
roll a
assumption
nat
that I had
20.
transformed before you
Yeah.
reached the border, but I guess not. Fuck. I'll drop my mask. I'll drop my mask and just turn back into myself. And I'll just speak. Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean any harm. I'm actually tasked under one of the party members back there, and I'm supposed to keep her safe.
Your safety and her safety, or their safety, is not really my concern. My concern is, why are you deceiving me and my guards?
I am not a citizen of Albury. And
None of these people who pass through here are citizens.
I am trying my best.
I think he was just nervous. I mean,
Yes.
you're really scary sometimes. I mean, nothing escapes your vision.
No. If it was
Or,
a simple
I mean-
mistake,
It's very visible on Zeb's face that he's slowly getting frustrated and losing his cool, but he's trying his best to maintain it.
if it was a simple mistake, then I wouldn't mind. But these are different times, and different times calls for different measures, as I'm sure you both can understand.
I do.
Yes, of course.
Keeping the peace is onerous work.
Keeping order is noble work.
It is.
Now, as he kind of shifts his back foot, and you see he's settling into a comfortable position.
His back is towards us?
No, he's on his back foot.
Oh,
As in, he's leaning back.
okay.
Now, Let's start with your names.
I'm gonna like look to Zev. You first or me first?
You can go first, buddy.
Okay. Well, I am Or of Clutch Black Talon. This is Greaves. He is my steward. I assume I don't have to explain what steward means.
No.
Anyway, this is my squire, Ghoul, and Skuas is always around here somewhere, but never seen. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Oh no.
He writes all of this down.
But don't worry, she's a very nice bird. Maybe you've met her before?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I come from Falcon Shore.
As
know where
all
that-
do Aracocrans do.
Mhm.
I do not need your location, I simply just want your name.
Oh, well, you have it.
Yes, thank you. He turns to Yusef. Your name.
My name is Craig Yuma.
Roll deception check as he writes something down.
Deception. 20.
He nods and continues as he writes. Your occupation?
Bodyguard.
Not steward?
Technically, I am many things. I can be bodyguard. I can be a steward. I am in service to to the madam that I mentioned earlier, and to him, and to the skinny one that passed earlier.
Jorah.
Yes.
He
You know
writes.
his name. Oh, I told you.
He closes his book and sets his pen down. Well, for future reference, do not see the Black Hand or my guards again. Understood?
Understood. Before we continue, I want to make sure of something. Who's all surrounding us right now?
Guards.
It's just the guards and what's his face over here?
Mm-hmm.
It's a long shot, but can I use my Fey presence?
Sure.
All creatures within a 10-foot cube of me, I guess that would be or included, have to make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they're charmed by me.
Funny thing about vampires,
Oh God.
These are vampires!
they can't be charmed.
Oh.
That can't.
What's the
like,
DC?
I'm over here because I've been waiting. I was wanting to roll because when you did the physical description of the two of them and knowing who we're encountering, I was going to ask about it, but what's just that?
You
Teams the spell DC.
Pulling that fastball on us.
I tried.
Guys. Oh no.
I tried.
They automatically succeed because they can't be charmed.
What's the DC? Because I rolled an 11.
Oh, that's 15, or you're charmed by me for an hour.
As you set down this charm, you notice there's a change on the head guard's face as he looks to you. And he puts a hand
I
on
don't
his
know how
hip.
this. I honestly don't know how this works because it doesn't say like it's a verbal or somatic or anything like that. I think it just happens.
It just happens.
Like I could
but
just be standing still and
vampires are very in tune with a lot of things.
Magical things, yeah.
And you triggered something they noticed that is not normal. Because your companion failed. And you see
Don't
him,
blame him.
You see him kind of just clasp his hands in front of his chest and say, "Ah, please step this way." As he turns and expects you to follow.
Okay.
Are you making better friends with him?
I will follow. As I will follow.
Both you and Or are following now. As they prod you forward, Or.
Okay.
Well, at least the enemy knows we're here now. Fucking hell.
They lead you away from the gate towards what looks to be barracks that lead downwards.
I'll see you in a second, Jorah, Daphne. I mean,
You guys are probably a bit away from us.
We're like waiting like on the other end of the border, hoping that
Yeah,
you guys
we've
are
crossed
not
over.
fucking it up. Like,
I'm
As
just
you
gonna.
say that, or the book opens again and something is
God.
written down.
Um,
Book closes again.
Aura's gonna smile.
It's a strange bird smile. But you are led through the barracks, past what looks to be quarters, and then past what looks to be a kitchen type area, and then to the left you are abruptly brought to cells and are offered a hand inwards as the door opens.
Why is this necessary? I'm just trying to come in.
And do come in as the guard gestures to the cell.
I'm gonna give him my best puppy dog eyes. But are you sure this is necessary? We'll be good. I promise.
Either step in or I push you in.
Okay.
Or go in.
Aura's gonna take one step in. I hate
I'll
being,
fall behind.
I hate being in prison.
The door shuts and locks. Two guards are stationed outside your cell, watching you. The head guard just looks you all over before he gives a nod of his head and goes away. Up top, Daphne and Jorah. It's been a while, and a few moments pass before you see somebody else you didn't notice before approach you, and he has a very pleasant and charming smile about him. And he says, "Your friends will not be joining you, I'm afraid."
what happened?
We do not care to be deceived, nor magic used against us.
They did what?
One of them is a literal child.
And we will send them back to Falconshore.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
This is a border patrol issue. Yeah, you're being moved back home.
So I did a lot of research on border.
Yep.
I've crossed the U.S. Canadian border so often.
Oh, I
Um,
think I might have just screwed the campaign.
You just got our bird boy put in jail. How dare you?
And your other friend will be returned to his country of origin as well.
Okay.
They are banned substantially from Dragonwall until further notice.
What if one has been officially adopted and he's technically a New Whinian resident now and no longer a Falconshore resident?
Do you have the paperwork?
We could possibly get the paperwork for you, yes.
Until paperwork is provided, they will stay in the cell.
Okay. At least we have that.
Yep.
I have to contact his guardian, correct, Jorah, and see if his guardian can help us. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have that sorted out quickly.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm sorry for the trouble that they caused you. We will do our best to not do the same thing and try to get everything here. Man, we really should have prepared them for this. Shouldn't have. Truth is.
Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Bye.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're taking up anymore.
Yeah, and we should have done it well before the lion.
Yep. Jar's thinking, like, if only... Yeah, because talking his way out of trouble is a talent of his, but, Okay, well, I guess we're, you know...
Let's,
Stephanie, can we,
let's get
deal with
into the...
on this side and just drink and, have a call
Yeah, I
and-
mean, they're in a spot, we can make a call in the tavern and try and get things fixed, because I don't wanna fight Border.
Out of curiosity, you didn't specify. They didn't take our gear from us, did they?
I didn't feel the need to.
If they're confident, they wouldn't have to. Well, let's...
All right, let me see.
I'll do a call
I
to-
actually might have a way out of this.
Oh no.
I might have a way out of this.
I will be.
I love Jin's face, just, yes!
Yeah.
Let us do our Beltane talk real quick.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
If Beltane can't do anything, I
I'll-
might have a way out of this. I might.
You're not
I
gonna
might-
know if you can do anything.
Right.
Right. Hi. 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 Are you free for a call?
No, I'm always free for you, darling.
I know. So we were crossing at the border. Naturally,
Nasty
things
business.
went fine for me and Daphne. Also, are you aware of what's going on at the border here?
Yes, but it doesn't concern me as I don't use borders.
Oh, I understand. Are you aware of who the new leader is called? It's called Carmine?
Sounds like a candy.
Yeah, a little bit. They're all very pale, red eyes, curly white hair. There's a lot of paleness going on here. I'm no human.
Oh, wait.
I'm just, yep. You'll be hearing the one side of this call.
Yeah, and
George's gonna
Daphne,
do
it
that.
kind of starts to
George's
click
gonna
to
do that.
Daphne.
I mean, yeah,
Because, you know, dealing with necromancy and stuff and being in the Shadowfell, can I make an insight or do I have a high enough passive?
You have a high enough passive that you've been to the Shadowfell, you've experienced things, and you know the laws.
Wait. Out of
so I give her a
curiosity,
knowing look. Belton, it's just so we passed, and I noted this with interest to pass on to you because it seems like the control of the city has spread to the control of the borders. Interesting. But our two compatriots seem to have got themselves into squat bother by using deceptive methods and then trying to use magic on these people and are now in jail. We were hoping to perhaps have some of, you know, those adoption papers you definitely have of when you adopted, or because he's a new wine resident, and if he's being returned from the border, he should be going there and not Falconshire.
I can get the two of those to you, in a few minutes, yes.
Fabulous. Don't know if you want to adopt a Minotaur as well, but at least two. This, I can't. Belton, I can't. I can't. I know. I know.
Maybe employment. Maybe asking for employment papers.
Employment, yeah. Anything that you think might be able to get them both out of jail.
In at least the same spot, the same place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that this is. Yeah, I know this is a lot, and I need a drink.
I'm gonna pour some of my bourbon.
Give me a few hours, I can get these documents to you. I have ores ready, but creating a new persona does take time, and I would need to set up a lot of work behind it.
Okay. Well,
Zev's gonna owe him one, I guess.
yeah. Yes, yes, Zev is gonna owe you a lot for this. thank you for this. I know it's an inconvenience. I know that there's a lot going on for you right now. I love you.
There's a long pause before you hear, "My sister's warlock owes me a favor."
Oh no, this is not.
Yes. Make sure he knows that when you
This is not. Okay.
The favor of summer is delightful.
Why don't
Love
you
you, my dear.
get in touch with her and be like, so I hear your warlock's stuck in jail. Want me to help? It'll come at only the cost of one small favor.
My
You're welcome.
big sister and I have a good reputation.
Yeah. Well, good luck. You enjoy that one.
I guess.
We'll wait here. Bye.
Sounds like that
Yeah.
went well.
Yeah.
Would Or and I be able to tell that these guys were vampires?
You can make a nature check.
Or do you...
Or has
Um,
Or seen vampires in this game? I
No.
don't think so. Yeah, I don't think he'd even
No.
clue into the fact that they might be different.
But yes, Stephanie, the call went well.
Good.
He says it's going to be easier for Or because he can have the papers for him, but
They're strange elves as far as you're concerned.
Jesus Christ. Fucking...
They look elfish.
Yeah, they've got pointed
Yeah.
ears.
pointy ears,
Oh.
pale skin, red eyes, curly white hair.
Do they speak
Just the
Elvish?
one has curly white hair.
Oh,
red eyes.
yeah.
Mhm.
The other one, yeah.
The other one has
Oh.
had black hair, red eyes,
Black hair.
and
Okay,
pointed
I'm gonna
ears.
And
I'm gonna ask them in Elvish if they mind if I do some art while I wait for whatever happens next.
You ask in Elvish and they don't respond.
Can I ask in Dwarvish and see if they understand?
Just randomly talking to them in different languages.
You ask in Dwarvish and they don't respond.
Can I say it in Abyssal?
You say it in Bissell and they look at you and they just continue not to respond.
¿Cómo están? ¿Bien gay?
Oh. there was a bit of a reaction though
Hello?
with the Abyssal.
You speak
It
common?
seemed.
You continue to talk to them, but
I
they're
just want to make
Buckingham guarding it. They are ignoring you.
okay as long
But
as
they're-
you're not
they've got
gonna
their-
get upset,
They've got their eyes on us right now. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
or is slowly gonna take out his mason's tools. Is this okay? I just don't want to upset you.
They look you over. They don't say anything.
I'll take that as a yes. Aura's gonna start carving Jorah and Daphne into the walls of the cell.
As you do that, one suddenly just appears beside you, takes your mason tools. You can roll a strength check to resist this.
Okay. It's 15.
I rolled a 16. So
Ah.
there's a bit of a tussle between you before they
What?
take your tools away, and
I asked
they
you.
just kind of smoke through the bars and set the mason tools down beside them.
That was very rude.
That was indeed rude. You didn't have to take them from him like that.
I was willing to give them up. Willingly. But you just took them from me.
Oh,
Like-
Mimsy! Mimsy is still on Daphne's person. I forgot about that. I'm going to get into. I'm gonna sit down on the floor, and like crisscross applesauce style,
Mm-hmm.
and just meditate as best as I can. Since I have the ability to talk through Mimsy, I will talk. I will let. Mimsy will peek his head out of Daphne's bag, and say,
Oh, hi, you want suburban too, cutie?
As you do this, Dev, the connection is staticky. It's not firm. Something is wrong with the magic. It doesn't feel right.
Wait, what? So I'm still gonna try to attempt to speak through Mimsy, but I guess I wouldn't know that the message is staticky.
You'll
Mhm.
notice your warlock who's connected via this familiar.
So
You
there's
would
something.
definitely notice.
So there's something blocking me from connecting with Mimsy.
Mm-hmm.
Fudge. Okay.
You can say fuck on this channel. It's fine.
Yeah, but like Or's in front of me. I don't want to. Okay. I'm a big dude. I can figure this out. I'm smart.
The guard that took his mason's tools. You see,
I'll get you a new set. Just
I don't care about the tools. They were rude.
or just
As you say that, you see one smile, a curling lip, just ever present as they settle back into their post.
fucking cocky bastards.
What does a cell around me look like?
Or
They masoned brick underground chamber with then iron slats in front of it, like a very traditional old 17th century jail. So it's only got the one window. It's dark, it's horrible, and it kind of smells. It would be considered by today's standards.
what does the bars look like in front of us? Like, are they thick or?
They are more of a solid door aspect, and the spaces you do see are more of a square, small squares, maybe enough to stick a hand through, but not enough to do much with.
Okay. I'll or turn around back to them. I got a question for you.
Yeah? Do you want to leave?
We have our backs to them, right? I'm gonna whisper to Or. You think we could take them? Two of us?
I'm gonna look at the guards, study them as best I can. What do they have? Any weapons on them?
Make a perception check.
9.
None that you can see.
If they're mages, I don't know what they're capable of. I'm assuming they're.
If they're mages, I could handle them, but I want to make sure that like if we can fight our way out of here.
I mean, I don't want to hurt
might-
them. I don't like them, especially that
don't-
one.
I
But-
don't like them either.
But that I don't think they deserve to be hurt.
But we can't stay here.
Don't worry, Jorah and Daphne will rescue us.
It might be a while before that'll happen though. I tried connecting with Mims and I can't.
Don't worry about it.
Something is preventing me from getting in touch with my dragon, and that's worrisome to a degree, and I don't like it here.
I don't like it here either. I hate being underground. Never mind in a cell. But you know, I don't think these guards deserve to be beat up. I mean, I don't like them. If they, were worse, I wouldn't mind staying in the cell, but I'd beat them up.
Or
anyway.
they're vampires.
You
Well?
wouldn't know that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I wouldn't know that. Never mind. Scratch that. Something's not right. Something's not right about this. This was.
I mean,
You said that they smoked into the cell to get his tools, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing about that seemed off to you, or?
they're mages. I
I
saw.
can do that.
I saw.
Misty step.
I saw many mages.
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
that's right. I can do that.
Or is gonna sit down at the edge of the cell, just glaring at the one guard who took his tools.
I have a spell that might be able to get us out of here, but it's very risky.
I mean, I can't stop you if you want to, but you see, the guards, their job is to keep you in here. And if they see you out, they'll have to try and get you back in. If you resist, someone could get hurt. Probably them, but I don't know.
Or
Mm-hmm.
people don't get into these situations without getting hurt somewhere along the line. If we don't get ourselves out of the situation, we might be the ones getting hurt.
Don't worry, I won't get hurt.
I'm just gonna hug Or close to me and just say, "You sweet summer child."
Actually, I was born in the spring.
I'm gonna try one more time to get in touch with Mimsy. Something's just.
You
Would I
try,
know-
There's
would I
no connection.
Would I know of any magics that would prevent me from telepathically communicating with Mimsy?
Several.
Think about it this way. We've a lot of time to get to know each other. We can do things like arm wrestle, we can leg wrestle, we can wing wrestle. Oh, you can't wing wrestle.
I have wings, but would I know specifically what spell this is? Would an Arcana
You
check
have
help
no
me with
idea.
that?
You can roll an Arcana.
23?
There are several spells and several magical elements that could have prevented. This, from what you understand, is intentionally built to bar magic. It could be a dispel, or it could be a active counter magic, a simple lead line door
So
between you and Mimsy.
so dispel magic or counterspell wouldn't help here, I'm assuming?
You're not sure. It's possible.
I guess we don't have much of a choice then. Well, I'll sit here and just pull out my card set and see if I can teach Or some more on Three Dragons Ante until somebody arrives.
Or seems to be worse than usual, but he seems happy to be playing with you.
As you're playing cards and Jorah and Daphne, you're up beyond the borders, drinking.
I'd have been
Waiting for
reporting back about the
papers.
call, yeah, from Buffy.
You're waiting for the call. We'll leave it there for tonight as
Mhm.
border control locked half of your party down.
Son of a bitch!
Well, thank you everyone for coming and showing up. My eyes are recovering from the drops. As you guys can see, I braved the no makeup stream today.
Yeah.
Hold on a
Good for
second.
you.
I know. Hold on a second. I love you. Have a good day at work. Mwah. Okay.
Oh,
I
I'm gonna
know.
keep your rainbows. You guys
We're
are so cute.
so gay. Leave us alone. Thank you for coming and showing up. Great time again with all of you. I'm glad I was able to play. Big shout out to my cute husband who got us all set up with the producing, because I just couldn't see for like the whole time during setup. It was just this big, nice, beautiful blur. So big shout out to Slowpool for that. As far as the rest of the channel goes, for the rest of the week, we will be premiering the soft reboot of our Emberwind campaign on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. So be sure to tune in for that. And then on Wednesday, you can expect us back here for the finale for the Roots of Ragnarok, where I am in the Dungeon Master seat. And then we are back here on your glasses or your sunglasses? Oh, on the bed somewhere.
I don't know if we can play Dungeons
Or-
and Dragons on somebody's sunglasses.
Or behind the
Challenge
TV.
accepted.
So you can, finale, and then we're back here in a week. Also, we still have some spots left in some of our Extra Life games. We're setting up session zeros right now. If you're interested in playing an Extra Life, we have spots in our Lancer game and in our, still can't see great. Still a little dilated and bloody. Discord. Oh man, just going by muscle memory here. There we go. Join in our Discord. So we have our Mutineer Zero game and our Lancer game that still has spots. So if you're interested in helping raise some money for our local children's hospitals, next month for Extra Life Weekend. Click on that and see if you want to be a part of it. But yeah, as for the rest of us, go ahead and tell us where we can find you on the internet and what you're doing there and all that stuff, and we'll go going back. So go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Today was a day. I was not expecting that to go that way. As I said earlier today, my name is Smokey Digsby. I'm the Gaming Malamut. As I said last week, our Divinity streams are off on hiatus right now, but I will be streaming on Saturday with Baldur's Gate 3 with my friend Roy. He's going to be playing a tiefling. I don't know what I'm going to be playing. And then on Sunday, I will be on Kio's Little Monsters stream. Where we'll be finishing up a mission in our Carbon 2185 campaign that we're running through with the good dungeon master, Mr. Kerry Palmer. And then, yeah, you can find me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/gamingmalamut, and then also on Twitter @gamingmalamut.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Emma Hamalu on the internet, and I've been here playing Jorah. You can see me here every week, obviously, playing in this game. Every Sunday morning time for you guys, afternoon for me and Jen. We will be at the Hype Goblin channel playing Nexus Adventures, which has been very exciting and dramatic recently, where I play my Moon Elf Druid. Eventually, you will see me back here DMing a Dragon Age game where we go into our season 2 in the wintertime, and you will also see me here on the first day of the Extra Life games here at Val's channel, where I will be running a honey heist skinned for dinosaurs. So we'll be doing some fossil heist. But yeah, so you can come tune into that, but you should tune into all the games of Extra Life because it's going to be a blast.
So excited. Hello, my name is Martin. I'm playing Or. I'm known on the internet as pink_mun. And currently, this is the only streamed game I'm in. So, I guess I'm looking for new games. So hit me up if you want to... Oh, thank you!
Yes, he is.
Oh, thank you. So, yeah!
Cast this man.
We'll see.
And MSN would agree. He is amazing.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's only because I have such a great supporting cast behind me. I couldn't do it without y'all, especially my favorite, Jen.
Oh. Wait, did he just call us his backup dancers?
Yes, that's exactly what I...
As I was saying, I am Jen. You can find me here Wednesdays and Thursdays, alternating on Wednesdays as Arissa, the warlock to the Undying. She's pretty okay with Ragnarok as a whole. Here at Thursdays as the DM, taking you through the world of Ashenfell. And on Sundays, you can find me over at the Hype Goblin channel, where I play Anthony Silverhorn, the Artificer Barbarian, who is going through changes. And once a month, you can find me over at Indoor Adventures channel. I think we're playing the 26th this month. I think that's the Wednesday. I don't know. Could be the 21st. I don't know. Where I play Beltane Hawthorne, the mobster fae, to a vampire mistress, and he got his heart stabbed because, you know, his friend betrayed him. But that's me.
All right. Well, thank you everyone once again for coming and showing up. We're gonna give some love over to our friends over at Chasing Tales, as they are also playing some. Looks like they're playing D&D, but they might be doing some other tabletop that I'm not sure. But everyone, just wave bye.
Bye.
Bye.